Hello. Hello, hello. All right. Stream monitor on my phone. Gonna adjust the mic again because I feel like I do that every stream. Okay. Double checking everything. And, you know, just... Yep, that works. All right. I think with that, 10 minutes into the proper stream, finally all set to go. Let's get into it a little bit. Okay. Do a quick checking around. Missing one puzzle piece from Frontier. Few from daylight, few from sunlight. Oh, that man went flying. Gonna go back to the marketplace real quick. Drop everything off. See if we can't. Make a few things. To which that is a big fat no. Seems you don't love growing this past year. Yeah, that's the Sora I know too. Sure, why not, since... I don't think that was really for anything other than just taking care of it. How am I looking on master form?
Like I said, there's a way going the whole way through, but
Come on. Well, that's not too bad. Here. Um, gonna go back to Agrippa real quick. Palace walls. Drive boost. College leveled up. Back to the Cave of Wonders. Take this all the way down. We're gonna see if okay. So this guy right here is one of the Mushroom 13. And he is actually a very, very good place to level up 2 different forms. Just jump and keep swinging. Keep hitting him until it's close. And then just leave. Come back in, just repeat it. He's also extremely good for as comfortable as I feel hitting the poor guy until Drive Gates runs pretty low. And that got us a lot of experience. That was the wrong checkpoint. But that's fine. No big deal. Looks like we'll be getting Cameron in here in a little bit, but for the time being, just gonna keep grinding a bit of experience. Oh God. First off, get that. And we're just gonna leave. Now is what I'm about to do kind of wasteful. A bit, yeah. Do I particularly care? Not really. Alright, and I think with that, yep, for the first time we actually have a maxed out dry form. Put on Combo Plus. No, that's not what I want. Just need to kill a few more Heartless and Master Form. Right, with that we're gonna leave. The form got like I think 4 experience there. That's with me using my ethers, which I have no more. I have no more ethers, so we're just gonna have to. Well, we have 1 ether, but we're gonna use our. Gonna be kind of wasteful again. Use my mega ethers. Now we're not actually going to revert. So wasting all of my ethers did get me up to about 7 more experience. And this is what we're basically going to do. Well, that used up all of my drive and basically pushed me to my limit on that front, but I did get a new ability from it. That is a ton of lucky luckies. Okay, so go to the Hall of the Cornerstone. And I know I'm out of drive. Well, we got a good chunk of it back just from doing that one room, and we got a couple more. Well, we got at least one trophy out of it. But we're going to leave because I don't feel like putting up with anti-form right now. Okay, we got enough drive. Use a form. Can we make anything yet? Nope, can't make anything new yet. All of that got us almost half the experience we needed. got MP Haste. Back to the world map. Back to the central station. And we do not have access to it yet, so... Radiant Gardens is gonna have to be our, farming ground. Thunder. Yeah, Master's probably going to be the one that's going to take a little bit of time. But I do not mind grinding a little bit. And I doubt that he's watching currently. But Cam, if you're watching this, there's a certain fight that I want you to see coming up.
Hello?
Oh, hey Cam.
Yo.
Welcome to the stream. You just caught it at the very end of me doing a bit of form grinding at the moment.
Ah, I see.
Because...
I think I may have just saved this game. I think I might have just saved my own hide with this stupid ass play. I have made the dumbest Garbo play of my life. But god damn it, I love Tapu Fini GX.
I mean, hey, man.
Okay, so I've been playing Pokemon TCG online a bit recently.
I have seen your Discord say that you have been playing a bit of Pokemon TCG.
None of my decks are at all good anymore. They're all kind of hot garbage now.
Such is the nature of the beast when it comes to a TCG, especially an OTCG.
But luckily, there is expanded rotation, which basically just means anything from black and white onward, you're good.
Yeah. All right.
But regardless, one of the cards that I have in my deck as a panic button is Tapu Fini GX, because its GX move is shuffle your opponent's active Pokemon and all cards attached to it into the deck.
Oh, that's mean.
He surrendered!
That's just so mean.
Listen, man, listen. At least it's not... oh, and the best part is, it costs 1 water energy.
That's brutal. So, we have just...
At the very least, it's not, Lugia GX, because Lugia GX is just 3 colorless energy, so 3 of any energy, and it just removes the Pokemon from, and everything attached to it from the game. Goes to the Lost Zone, basically banished, and there is no recovering from that as far as I'm aware in Pokemon.
That is fair. So,
it's just a delete button, and at least Tapu Fini says if there's no Pokemon on the bench, this attack does nothing. Lugia doesn't care. Lugia will just send that motherfucker to the Shadow Realm.
Yep. So, Cam, if I can quickly draw your attention to the stream.
Ah, yes, of course.
Not for any fight, but I want to show you something, because I ended up, between the last time you were here, I used all the AP boosts because I got more abilities than I had AP for, so I figured I'd use them. I have this extra AP boost. I'm gonna try and use it on Sora if you're watching the stream right now.
Give me 1 second.
And if not, I feel as though the text box on screen will give plenty of insight onto why I'm holding on to this AP boost.
My Chrome is being a fuckhead. Give it a moment.
Nah, you're fine, man. Or do you want me to tell you what the text box says on screen?
Just give it a second. It's figuring itself out. It's loading.
All right.
AP boost will have no effect if used.
I have maxed out my AP.
Oh. I see.
I have maxed out the amount of AP that I can have on Sora with accessories and everything.
God damn.
Well, with not counting accessories, I should say.
By the way, I might have been doing some wiki walking on Kingdom Hearts nonsense.
Yeah.
While at work on break. And, my brain went to some really dumb places.
It's Kingdom Hearts. That's par for the course. But, dumb how, if I may ask?
Translating our D&D campaigns into Kingdom Hearts into individual Kingdom Hearts worlds.
That would be a mess. And interesting. Though, if you want to know something equally dumb, the next box...
I is basically an equivalent of the princess of a Princess of Heart for Hutchverse, and we all know it.
Yep. So, do you want to know a bit?
Roxas?
So, do you want to know a small spoiler for who our next boss fight is?
Sure.
It's Roxas.
Oh.
Now, do you want to know a bit of interesting trivia regarding this fight?
Sure.
It was not in the original game.
Right, yeah, no, I read that. It wasn't in the original, it was added in Final Mix.
Yeah, so... Yeah, in Final Mix, they added in not only a new Keyblade that you get for fighting Roxas, but they added in the Roxas boss fight, because originally it was just a cutscene. Which, honestly, it feels almost like an injustice to poor Roxas to not give him a boss fight, considering how integral he is to the plot of this game specifically, because you play for him for the first, 4 hours?
Yeah.
But
Oh, lordy.
yeah, no, that fight was not in the original game, and oh boy, did they make up for it in the final mix.
Is it me or is the game audio really quiet?
I did lower the game audio a bit, mostly because copyright.
Ah.
Because, as you can probably tell through the stream, I got music going because just I wanted something to listen while I'm, futzing about, and I can up the game audio a little bit. But last session,
Nice screenshot of Goofy going full Beyblade.
yep. But
Sup, Axel?
last session we went through Atlantica. It's a musical in this game.
Yeah.
So, and considering that 3 of the 5 songs are original for this game and this game alone, and they are not very good songs, but the other 2 songs that they added in are Part of Your World and Under the Sea. Yeah, no, those are copyrighted hell and back.
Yeah. And you just sort of haven't put the music back.
I have not. Yeah, I tuned up the game audio a little bit. Meanwhile, poor Axel is just getting his shit rocked, as is tradition in this franchise, as is all characters voiced by Quentin Flynn. If you want an example of other characters that he's voiced that have just gotten their shit mixed, hi Raiden.
Oh, god fucking damn it, poor guy.
Who, again, if you haven't played Rising, he just has a scene.
I own Rising. I haven't quite gotten around to playing it yet.
One of the opening cutscenes is Raiden fighting his basically rival for the game, Jetstream Sam.
Yeah, like I know the plot and I know the general stream of how things go.
Yeah, but
I've seen some gameplay / playthrough stuff. But...
Yeah, but just I don't know. There's just something about every character.
Slapshot.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. I saw it. I'm like, that's where we finally get it.
Oh, Chrome's crashing.
And you're doing it happens right during Axel's
No. I got it reloading. We're good. I'm seeing him. He's going fucking Vegeta final explosion.
Yep, and he suffers the same consequence too.
Turn to stone?
No, dead.
No, that's just extra crispy. Sir, you're not supposed to use the fire on yourself.
But I'm immune, right? He actually is.
Huh.
I will also turn the music on the stream down just a smidge.
I still can't hear anything from the game, but
What were you trying to do? I wanted to see Roxas.
Let's try that.
Okay, now I can hear them talking a little.
Yeah.
He made me feel.
He made me feel like I had a heart.
It's kind of funny. You make me feel the same. Kyrie, reason
if
to
this
cancel
was
those.
if that was a line in any other show, that would be a diamond ring short of an engagement line.
Axel,
Yeah. Well, don't worry, he'll just respawn. He's a nobody, and you've probably killed his Heartless like 40 times over by now.
Yeah, that actually has happened.
this leads to.
But,
So he's probably just going to wake back up somewhere else. Where the fuck he's gonna wake up, I don't fucking know.
we actually see that.
That's Kingdom Hearts 3 shit, or like
That is,
post-credit scene on this game.
that is a scene in Dream Drop Distance,
Ah.
where if you didn't think the plot of Kingdom Hearts was off the rails enough, Dream Drop Distance decides that, you know what, we just need the train tracks to take 3 very quick 90-degree angles.
Listen, we just need to make some very slight, very leisurely hairpoint turns at 900,000 miles an hour.
Perhaps he bet his non-existence.
Also, by the way,
He came out a winner.
thank Fizzbands for this,
Oh, Axel.
but,
A grifter till the end.
Jizzy's,
That's
new
absurd.
max
He
theoretical
won
speed has been upped
nothing. He
again.
is nothing.
Ashenard Stride?
Couldn't stand
Ashenard
the
Stride.
emptiness of being
Yeah.
without a heart.
It is now a casual
Led
Mach
to his
8.
demise. He was foolish and
Fucking
weak.
you, because Ashenard Stride is
Nasty.
Zephyr Strike for not Rangers and not Pacific Paladins.
It is ironically, weirdly enough, an artificer spell.
Yeah, I know.
It-
Probably because it's weird, like flame feet, and you could like flavor it as like fucking thruster boots.
yeah. I mean, it has.
Because almost everything in the artificer thing is almost selectively chosen to be something that you could theoretically RP as not magic, but an invention of some kind.
Yeah, that's like one of the big things where it's like, yeah, you can say that, it's just a regular ass spell, but, you can fully flavor it as, this is a invention. It's something I've been trying to do with Jesse a lot with, see invisibility. He's like taking wires from the armor and plugging them into his goggles.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
Ooh, nice after images effects.
Yep. Welcome to the world that never was. It's a stupid name. It's a name that I don't get, but it's a name that exists.
We better find a way into that castle.
First of all,
Later, loser.
more importantly, we're putting on Slapshot because Slapshot's good.
Rapidly attacks a nearby target without getting flung back.
Yep.
Moon.
Hmm.
I saw Moon Amulet and I was like, Moon.
Yeah, Moon. But I have something better in the
Bond of Fire. That's up fire damage.
Yep. But we're going to be, for the time being, using the Decisive Pumpkin.
Greater number of combos landed, the more damage dealt, leading to a stronger finishing move.
Basically means
That
that
sounds like it can do a lot.
it is argued by many people who have done level 1 critical nodes, because I should have mentioned, this entire game, up to this point, I've been struggling a little bit. I'm level 48. People have gone through this entire game at level 1.
Goddamn.
I just fresh.
Really? Shadows?
Yep.
Here?
Yep.
But those are like baby food. You sneeze in their general direction and they fucking die.
Wait till Kingdom Hearts 3, buddy. Or if you want to look it up, just look up the Demon Tide from Kingdom Hearts 3.
I'm talking about specifically just these little buggers.
Oh yeah, no, the Demon Tower is essentially you've seen what happens when you drop some sugar on the ground and a bunch of ants are starting to swarm it.
Oh no. Okay, I'm talking about an individual.
Oh yeah, individual.
Or a small group, not a fucking giga horde.
It's essentially a tidal wave of nothing but shadows. And
Fucky.
here we go. I have not practiced this fight. I am not prepared for this fight. The entire reason as to why I spent some time earlier grinding up the different drive forms is so that all of my drive abilities could be maxed out
Donald, Goofy.
to their current maximum level.
Huh?
Because this fight is relatively hard from what I remember. You want to know also something really funky? This guy is one of the very...
Yeah, isn't he like one of the very few, if not the only, Keyblade dual wielder? Like, consistent, like, as part of his, like, default style, not something that they use with, like, a drive.
Oh yeah, no, he is like the only one.
Christ, he hits like a ton of bricks. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Roxas! Roxas, he's goddamn nearly already dead! Let the man breathe! Ow!
Yeah, no. Roxas is very mad that you let his not boyfriend die.
Roxas is very mad that you let his older brother figure fucking eat shit, even though he blew himself up.
Yeah. So
well, time to go pick up those items that you picked up earlier.
we will come back for them later. For right now, it is just a matter of getting to Roxas and finishing Roxas. Because Roxas is mad, and he is,
That boy Angie.
he's also like, I didn't get a chance to say it earlier, but he's like one of the only canonical users of Holy.
Which is odd that a nobody has light magic. But, I mean, I suppose considering he's Sora's nobody and Sora has such exceedingly low darkness as is, I guess there wouldn't be much left for him but light to use. All things considered.
Yep, ow.
What even hit you there? Like, that beam was nowhere near you. You just fucking, like, tripped or some shit.
I ate shit and died. On top of that,
It got punked is what happened.
so during my many sacrifices to our great Moogle overlords as part of our tributes to great King Moogle Mug, praise
Hallowed be thy name.
praise be unto his name.
Praise unto his name, may his palm be ever fluffy.
Yep. We actually revisited the pods that we were in at the beginning of the game. You know, where Sora, Roxas, Sora, where everyone sort of woke up. You want to know what we found there?
What?
The recipe for the ultimate Keyblade.
Oh jeez, I'm... you mentioned Good King Mugamog, may his wings be ever aflutter. The thing is that, when you do that fight in, 14,
Yeah?
he does drop weapons.
Huh.
And they're all, like, Moogle themed. So, like, all of them have, like, a little, like, Moogle figure stuck to them somewhere.
That makes sense.
And, the Dragoon ones is just a giant fucking fork.
Hi, Quina. Quinoa, whatever the one frog character is from Final Fantasy IX. I don't know. The only thing I know is that they canonically, and this isn't even like a joke, they're the mother of all of Vivi's children.
Huh?
Yeah, no, there's a scene in Final Fantasy IX where Vivi gets married.
But that game built different.
Yeah, Vivi gets...
Speaking of built different, hi Roxas!
Yeah, Vivi gets married, and that party member, there's a scene where you can only go into a specific area if, you know, you and someone else are married.
I'm thankful that that bullet move doesn't seem to be able to kill you by juggling you. Or is that some effect of something you have on?
That is one of my abilities. Where, so long as I'm, you know, being staggered.
If you're being stun locked, you can't die.
Yeah.
You're always just gonna be set to 1 so long as you're getting juggled, but as soon as you get out of that juggle state, you're fair game.
Yeah. Also,
You ever think about how like technically, due to the technicality, due to Sora and Roxas kind of being like the same guy, kinda. Like I know Ventus is doing shit in the background because you know nonsense. I don't fully understand. I've got a wiki walker's knowledge, not a player's not a player's knowledge. But do you ever think that Roxas is basically just what would happen if Sora just decided to wake up one day and choose violence?
oh, that is absolutely what Roxas is. Like, it is entirely just... After, like, Roxas comes to the realization of what he is and his entire truth, that is just his absolute MO, because, like, the amount of fan content where it's like, do you have your faith in Sora? Yeah. Do you think he's competent? I wouldn't go that far. Also, this entire fight might...
Literally, Roxas is literally just like the fucking aftermath of if someone asked Sora, "Aren't you tired of being nice?
Don't you just want to go ape shit?" Yeah, no, Roxas is very...
And Roxas is the Sora that answered yes!
Yep. So this entire fight is just anime the bullshit. You can't...
Bruh, this guy's just hammering.
Like, so it is legitimately just... Also, this entire scene right here is just, you cannot tell me just...
Shit.
It's just Star Wars, like, inspired.
Yeah, just fucking call it to your hand, dude. That's just how it works.
Yep.
Why are you surprised, Roxas?
Because, you know, who really thinks to do that?
I mean... Strike raid!
Well, yeah. But nobody really thinks to do that. It's very, like, the fact that people are willing to wield their Keyblade backwards is a wild revelation that only one guy does, and that's Ventus.
And then there's Sora, who will just seemingly flip his style whenever he damn well feels like it.
Yeah.
But usually how he does it is... Wait, this is supposed to be a blade? I thought this was a bat.
So you say that, but one of Sora's, you know, limits that he can do with his different party members, one of them is with Goofy, and it's basically just Goofy, like, throwing his shield up into the air and Sora batting it away like a frisbee.
Such is what he wants to do. Dude, Sora is actively doing what I have been saying this entire goddamn time. Why are you using it to... Why are y'all motherfuckers using it to cut and pierce? This is a bludgeon. Just go for bonk.
You will say that, but wait until we get to the final
Or at best, or like use it as an axe if you want to use the teeth for cutting.
which is something that none of them do. It is like...
Which is, quite frankly, a waste.
I mean...
Like, just go for, like, big, heavy swings at the... Like, gunning for tippers.
Like, the only person who does that, technically, is Terra. And I mean, to be fair...
Listen, that man's wielding keys that basically are great swords. So I mean...
With one hand, I should add.
Listen, he's just the Ike of Kingdom Hearts.
You say that, and I should mention that...
Except, if my wiki walking is correct, he drank the Chaos God juice a little too hard.
So, that's not what I was going to go at. So in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, there's a mechanic...
Not wrong, though.
You're not wrong. There's a mechanic called the link system, where you can basically temporarily borrow the command deck from other characters, which is basically their moveset. You can upgrade this, and they'll passively give you buffs. If you're playing Terra, max Ven's Link immediately. It's one of the first ones you get. Max it. Do it. Do it now. Do it forever. You want to know why?
Why?
Attack haste.
And let me guess, Terra's whole... and if I'm remembering my wiki walking, Terra's whole shtick is... This man is a fucking mighty glacier. He's gonna hit like a truck, but he doesn't go super quick, and he swings even slower.
He swings relatively slow, but every swing that he throws hits like a semi and might as well have the stun impact of one. When you upgrade Ven's Link to have haste, it basically...
He's just flailing that thing like a goddamn maniac.
He swings as fast as Ven, and Ven is the speedster of the three. And you can imagine just the kind of havoc that this man wreaks. One of his main abilities, which we've seen Sora use, and it is my personal favorite of his, like, limits, is Ars Arcanum, and this man gets an even beefier version of it.
Doesn't this man have the ability to straight up turn his Keyblade into a goddamn cannon?
Yes.
Like, I'm not talking a gun, this is a goddamn BFG.
Yeah, no, Keyblades are far more malleable than we ever gave them credit for, and Birth by Sleep was the start of it, and Kingdom Hearts 3 just ran even fucking wilder with it. Where, in Birth by Sleep...
Axel, Roxas, don't be sad, just wait until 3, you'll be fine.
You'll get to see your boyfriend soon enough.
Axel's gonna wake up, and Roxas is gonna fucking fly into a mannequin or some shit.
Yeah. So, we finally beat Roxas. And while that did up our HP slightly, and we got a new ability called Combo Master, which is...
It did give you depression.
It gave us depression, and it gave us 2 new things beyond that. One of which we're going to get right after this cutscene, and the other thing is we're going to unlock. Because you remember how I said we maxed out all the drive forms? I lied.
Oh, yeah, isn't there, like, Final or Master you got now?
We now have to unlock Final Form. The problem with that is that we need to force Anti-Form to happen.
A black coat means Organization 13. He must have been trying to trick you.
So we need to have Sora actually get the question asked. Aren't you tired of being nice? Don't you just want to go apeshit? And let him.
You say that, but the reward we get for beating Roxas, which is a Final Mix exclusive reward, by the way, and is personally my second favorite Keyblade design, 2 become 1.
Ooh, that's got some cool ass like checkerboard yin yang designs going on.
it is basically a Keyblade that is designed to be Roxas. And its ability, Light and Darkness, basically means that anytime you would transform into... Yeah, you just force Anti-Form to happen.
Oh, you can just force anti?
Yeah, to become one forces Anti-Form.
Also, can I just say anti-form combos look fucking wild and I love them.
Yeah, no, they are wild.
Like, this man's is feral!
Yeah, no, it is entirely a thing of, ever since the whole thing with Roxas being formed, Sora has developed a bit of inner darkness himself, but it has been a thing of, like, he's gotten better control with it over time.
I mean, by technicality, if you really think about it, due to the fact that Roxas was separated from him up until basically now, or kind of,
Yeah.
Up until the end of the tutorial. By technicality, up until the end of the tutorial, Sora was kind of just a Heartless in human form.
Now,
If you really think about it.
yeah, technically he was. But, well, first off, Puzzle Piece.
So, like, Antiform might just be that coming in a little bit.
Yeah. The reason why I say that is because in Kingdom Hearts 2, Antiform is the result of you getting greedy with your power and going all out. In Kingdom Hearts 3, you get a Desperation transformation called Rage Form, which is basically the same thing, but you can choose when to go into it.
Yeah, and like if I'm remembering from my wiki walking, isn't it like it resets your HP back to full, but you start out weaker than you normally would, but you can sack off your HP up to 4 times, so you're just at like a fucking sliver, but you're dealing obscene damage.
Yes. That is absolutely true. So, yeah, no, Antiform is a punishment, but if you know what you're doing, it can be very effective. Meanwhile, Rage Form is a free transformation that you get no matter what Keyblade setups you're using, because Kingdom Hearts 3 lets you have 3 Keyblades equipped at once. But you can swap back and forth between whatever Keyblades you want to use at any time.
And I take it that whichever Keyblade you have equipped dictates, at least in part, available drive/form modes are available.
Correct. And every form does roughly something different, with several forms having one being a strength version of another transformation versus...
So you got your Valor equivalent, you got your Wisdom equivalent.
Well, more like, so in Kingdom Hearts 3 there's a Hercules world, and the Keyblade that you get for that turns your Keyblade into a shield. And that shield is very defensive, but it's physically oriented. For completing one of the mini-games, you get essentially the same transformation, but it's magic oriented. So there is no, you know...
So for like boss fights that are primarily casters, you equip that shield weapon, go into shield mode, and you just sort of have the boss sitting there like, well, now what?
Yep.
In comparison to, say, I don't know, fucking Terranort's in that game, right? He's a boss fight.
Yep.
He seems like the kind of guy who would rely on physical shit rather than magic.
Yep.
So the physical version probably has him being like, well, shit.
Yep. I do know, because I did mention it into the, I think the stream chat earlier. Yeah, no, if you end up getting the Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind DLC, please, for the love of God, just do yourself a solid and just make a critical mode playthrough, turn on the easy codes, and turn on the one-hit kills, and just speed run the game.
The one-hit kills?
So in Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC, they added in not only the post-game DLC, they added in 2 menus called the Easy Codes and the Pro Codes. The Pro Codes, as they imply, make the game harder. The Easy Codes make the game easier, such as, you never run out of MP, you're invincible, transformations are much easier to pull off, and one of the things that they give you is every attack that you do kills enemies in one hit. Just does not matter how much HP they have.
I feel like I'd just get bored with that. I might just do... Like, yeah, I know you're recommending me to do that, but I don't know. I feel like I'd probably get bored, because, like, I play RPGs for a sense of progression.
The reason why I say that is because one of the 2 big Keyblades, one of the 2 Keyblades that Roxas wields, Oblivion, is locked behind completing critical mode. But Kingdom Hearts 3 is the first game to let you take Keyblades that you unlock in one file and transfer them to a new game plus, which that's like the only thing that they transfer over. But if you get, like, say, late game Keyblades, you still have to level them up. So you might be able to get Oblivion in the critical mode, but you're still gonna have to go through the whole process of leveling it up on a new game plus file.
Okay, yeah.
That's the only reason why I'm saying speedrun the game, so then afterwards you can have Oblivion in any file that you want. You don't have to do that for Oathkeeper.
I take it that Oathkeeper you just sort of get by playing the game.
Oathkeeper you get is so you know how Disney has a bunch of hidden Mickeys all scattered around.
Yes, I have been to Disney World quite a few times in my life. I am rather adept at searching for those.
Well, guess what?
I'm better at finding those than I am at finding anything else, considering I'm the same guy who, when I was a teenager, fucking lost a TV remote for like 45 minutes, and you wanna know where it was?
Where was it?
In my left hand the whole time.
That's fair. But throughout every world,
I was searching all over the goddamn house.
So, throughout all of Kingdom Hearts 3, there's a bunch of hidden Mickey scattered around, and if you take photos of them, finding so many will reward you with a bunch of different equipment, such as, the classic Final Fantasy ribbon, really good equipment and all that. But if you find all of them, and I believe there's 90 throughout all of the 9 worlds that you go through, you will get rewarded with the ability to unlock Oathkeeper. Oathkeeper and Oblivion are basically, magic and physical versions of the same Keyblade, where they unlock a light and dark form respectively for Oathkeeper and Oblivion. And they have a secondary transformation beyond that, which gives you dual form.
We're almost there.
Where you can basically copy Roxas and dual wield. This is like the only way that Sora can dual wield in game.
Well, in 3.
Yeah, in 3.
He could do that in 2 with Valor.
Okay.
He can do it with Valor, Master, and Final.
Wow, did he really need to flourish that hard to pop open a box there, pal?
Yes.
You know what, that's fair. What's up, Mickey? How you doing?
Doing good. So, there's Ultimate Weapon. We need, we need to find 2 more Orichalcum Pluses. Because, despite the fact that it says that we need 13, there's only 7 in the game. One of the crafting materials that you can make, yeah, like right here, the energy gem, lessens the materials needed by half.
So, okay, yeah.
So like with the garnet ring here, if I had an energy shard, it would cut the mithril stones I need down from 2 to 1.
Okay, that makes sense.
But we're not going to make a garnet ring, we're going to make a diamond ring.
Drastically increases AP.
Yep. So, good King Moogle good King Mog.
Hallowed be thy name, may his fur be ever glistening.
Did you just have a new one for everything?
No, you don't understand. That's the bit in Final Fantasy XIV. Whenever he's mentioned, there's a new thing at the end.
I believe you.
Whenever Good King Moogle is mentioned, in-game by a Moogle, they always end it with, may his blank be blank. Every single time. I'm just going with the bit.
That's fucking beautiful. Okay, so...
And it happens every fucking time.
Yep. So, we are actually shockingly close to getting, the ultimate weapon craft, considering we need just one more... We have enough energy crystals, we're just missing a serenity crystal. Actually, no, we don't.
We're missing a dense crystal, a twilight crystal.
And the last 2 orichalcums. Well, orichalcum pluses, but you know, those are that's the important thing. Orichalcum is relatively easy to come across.
And unfortunately, our boy Sora has no understanding of metallurgy and cannot refine.
No. Have you met this boy? He is not the brightest. He is not the brightest tool in the shed. But damn, if he does not throw himself at every brick wall and comes through clean.
With a spiky hair-shaped hole in the wall behind him.
Yeah.
How much hair gel? Nominee, you feeling okay? Also, have the animators ever seen women run in their entire fucking lives?
This was 2005, my friend. This was 2005.
I'll take you to see Sora.
The worst part is that other parts of the game and other cutscenes have them running normal.
More than anything.
Why is it just here?
But not with you around.
If I had a heart,
Because
it would be where I died
fuck
for
anime. Also,
you.
hi Riku.
Didn't
What up,
Roxas take
Riku?
care of you?
You can take
What
it
up,
from
my
here,
mans?
Riku. Riku.
Also, he's got himself a Keyblade now.
Yeah. Looks like Soul Eater got an upgrade.
Yeah, Soul Eater, basically got transmuted into being a Keyblade.
Wait.
So that actually brings up a very interesting point that apparently there are Keyblade forger, like people who can
Hi,
forge.
Pluto. Hi,
There are
buddy.
Riku.
there are people who can forge Keyblades. Hi Riku.
Buddy, did you drink the dark sauce too deep and you got form locked?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know my wiki walk. Good to know my memory of the wiki walk is still accurate.
Oh come on.
At the very least, but I mean, listen, I only did it so I could actually understand what the fuck is going on with the streams.
You know what? That is fair. Oh, we got a Twilight Crystal.
Cause I'm gonna be honest, as much as I enjoy these streams, sometimes I get a little lost because it's Kingdom fucking Hearts. So I figured I'd, do my research, my due diligence, and figure out what the hell is going on.
What the fuck is a Sonic?
Yeah, exactly. I gotta figure out what the fuck is a Sonic. I think it's a fast food place.
Also, these
It may or may not also be a hedgehog.
these heartless right? These, not heartless. These nobodies.
Are those dragoons?
Yes.
I can't believe it. Cyrus doesn't have just one nobody, he's got like a billion and they're a common mob.
Alright, putting on Combo Master. Because that is actually a very important ability to have on.
Considering your pumpkin keyblade, scales off of combo meter like fucking Blood Rush and Warframe.
So, no. Combo Master's not that, but let me show you real quick. So I'm gonna quickly go in, where is it? Yeah, Combo Master. So whenever I would go to swing my Keyblade, if I don't connect with the next hit, it just stops. But if I go back in, put on Combo Master, and I start swinging, Sora continues the combo despite the fact that he's not hitting anything.
Oh, okay.
So Combo Master's just guaranteeing that no matter what, you can keep swinging and keeping the combo going.
Okay, so basically Combo Master is just like, okay, even if you miss swing one, you're not exactly whiffing your whole ass bit.
Yep.
Goof's just out here wandering around.
Yeah, yep, him and Doland.
Cosmo Belt.
Yep, which is probably...
Golly, I haven't seen darkness around. Oh, you're pressing the button too fast. I can't fucking read.
You don't need to read. You don't need to read Goofy. Yep, Cosmic Belt can go on. Goofy can get... He can take the power band.
You want to know why? Mickey told me I can't use my rapier anymore.
Because you were never issued one to begin with, for some reason.
No, wasn't he? Didn't he have one in the fucking Musketeer world?
Yeah, he did. Actually, yeah, no. By the way, that's a world in a later game.
Son of a
Don't.
bitch.
Don't ask me. Anyway, we could make
but, wanna know why he took it away?
why?
Cause gods know they were scared when I had my true power.
You know, that's fair. Beyond that,
Is it bad? Like, now my brain is just thinking, like, Goof's literally just slashing holes in dimensional fabrics of reality.
that would not surprise me, given the fact that...
Achievements in ignorance!
Yep. Give him...
Literally making fucking... What are those things that, like, the fucking nobodies use? Dark corridors or whatever?
Yep.
Literally making, like, light or neutral versions of them by complete fucking accident by unsheathing the damn thing.
Alright, cool it there, Virgil. So...
No, he's not actively slashing with fucking Aijutsu. He's just very enthusiastic.
Fair.
He's
Also-
just taking it out of the goddamn sheath very, very enthusiastically, and it just so happens to accidentally rip a hole in the fabric of space-time.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Oh, God.
You say that like your boy Dom wouldn't do the same exact fucking thing.
I mean, he does it on accident. He does it when he face plants. Like, it's canonical of how he met the rest of the, I'm just gonna call it the Wishmaker crew. How he met the Wishmaker crew was that he was fighting one-on-one with something, got grabbed and yeeted, you know, like a goddamn ragdoll, and he just happened to open a portal as he was flying, and just happened to crash into M's shop.
That's gotta be a hefty repair bill.
That's the entire reason why he's sticking around, because he's basically like saddled with the bill, and she's basically in a same string of like the prayer beads on Inuyasha. Basically put something on him that is like, you can't leave until I give you permission. Because like, I wasn't going to, but I.
Oh, my brain's been fucking poisoned by fucking VTuber bullshit.
If you're curious as to what it is, it's the earring that he has.
Okay, because my brain went.
No,
went
it's not a
to-
collar. Before you ask.
do you have any idea what I'm even like thinking of / referencing?
No, I do not. But I'm assuming something about Taka.
Yeah, Takahata 101 is probably one of the oddest VTubers. Just because he doesn't really VTube with games or anything, or like watching anything. He's just VTubing with other VTubers, and they're just vibing in a fucking PNG of a bar.
I have seen that, and I have seen when he finally gets angry enough that he assumes his true form.
Which true form?
The South Park one.
Oh, yes, when he goes full Canadian.
Yep.
But apparently there was a fucking summer-long bit of the VTuber Kimrai put a fucking cursed collar on him, and whenever he did something that ticked her off, he gained another trait that made him more canine.
Oh.
Basically just ending at dog ears, dog tail, occasionally barking, and actively fucking running after fucking thrown rubber balls and shit. Which, apparently, according to the canon of the Weary 101, other canine-type VTubers are also susceptible to the same sort of things. Because there was another guy who is apparently like a Pomeranian dude or whatever.
Yeah.
Kim fucking threw the ball, and both Taka and the guy went fucking after it and actually started fighting over it off screen.
That sounds so in character, it actually kind of hurts.
Listen, the Weary 101 is a fucking nightmare of a program.
I mean, fair.
Everything goes wrong. And there is a running bit of corpses in the bar.
That'll do. Oh, for God's sakes. This is like, what, the 6th time we've gotten anti-form during this entire bit of trying to get final form?
Listen, man, dude's Anki.
He's also absolutely feral.
Listen, is it bad that, like, I honest to God kind of imagine Court and Primal Savagery moving around like anti-form Sora.
Yeah. And
Like,
again,
does that make sense?
yes, it does. Going back to the whole thing earlier with like Sora gaining control over his darkness and eventually just letting him use it as he sees fit. As we can see here in this lovely view of anti-form, Sora just does not have the Keyblade. He attacks just raw claws and everything.
Yeah, he's literally using dark claws and shit.
But in Rage form,
Rage, he's still got his fucking sword.
yeah, he still has his Keyblade. He still has the ability to swing and fight. So he has like more control.
He has the rage, he has the darkness, but he has control. It can think. If Antiform is Skull Greymon or Adventure 2020 Machine Dramon, Rage form is Gulus Gamamon.
Yeah, no, I finally looked up and saw that entire clip, and ooh, Oh, you weren't kidding. My God.
That boy was brutal. That
Th-
boy was angry.
That boy, no. Anger can be.
That boy was vengeful.
He. That.
There was not but hate in those eyes.
No. We weren't at anger, pal. We were at tranquil fury. Like, he was angry. You can tell. But he was so angry, he was calm.
He was calm. He was cool. He was collected, confident, and cocky.
Yep.
Gula Scamamon is probably one of the most fucked up Dark Digivolutions in the franchise. Just because of that fact.
It's like, Gamamon is a cute baby. He's a bean. Yeah, sure, he's a mischievous little thing with a bad habit of biting on things that he really shouldn't be, namely yeah. Like a certain other something I know, but that's beside the point. But just he has just the nastiest habit of just biting. But
It's what he do.
Yeah, it's what he do.
What's with What's with Triceratops characters in anime and just fucking biting people randomly?
I don't know, Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
If I had a nickel for every time it happened, I would have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
I don't know, Doof. You tell me.
For reference, this might bring back some fucking eldritch memories, but Dinosaur King.
Dude. I haven't seen Dinosaur King in forever.
Listen, that shit slapped.
That was good. It's not on my top list of shows that you have to watch, but it's definitely good. I'm giving it that much.
Yeah, no, it was one of 4Kids' better works.
If you're asking,
I think 4Kids was who dubbed it. But,
yeah, I believe it was. If you're asking me on shows that need to be watched no matter what, I'm gonna look you dead in the eyes and I'm gonna tell you need to watch Hunter x Hunter's older brother, Yu Yu Hakusho. I will not be, god damn it.
I really should watch that at some point.
Yusuke is an absolute just
and let me guess, another one of your must-watches is agreeing with Tom from Toonami. If you had one show that you could only watch for the one show left that you could watch, which was the only show that you could watch for the rest of your life, what would it be, Bob? Wait, what? You didn't even let me finish the bebop.
It's so in character for Tom, though.
Listen. Tom Toonami was a fucking baller.
It's like
even with his fucking fucked up, creepy ass redesign he had for a few years, when Toonami first reappeared. Because why did they give him eyes?
I didn't mind that design, to be honest, but
it felt like a fucking poorly animated animatronic. It felt like Five Nights at Freddy's before Five Nights at Freddy's.
Fair, but I'll give it to him. Just that
taste.
He's got taste.
He was still the same guy. It's just like, bruh, put the helmet back on.
It's just that immediate, no thoughts, no thinking. Bebop. I mean, considering that his voice and Spike's voice are the same voice actor, I don't blame him. Go for it. But God.
So would you agree with Tom's recommendation?
I would, but here's the problem with that, my dude.
Have you not watched Bebop?
I have not watched Bebop to completion. Don't get me wrong, I've seen.
I haven't even started it, so I mean.
Yeah.
Lord knows my must-watch list for anime is very small because I haven't actually watched all that much anime.
That's
I don't watch a lot of like television stuff. I usually watch YouTube or Twitch bits.
that is fair.
So like my must-watch list might as well just be Digimon Tamers. And that's it.
I mean, fair. I mean, look. I mean, at
Like,
least
as much as I love the Dragon Ball franchise, that shit's fucking huge. And as much as I love the One Piece series, that shit's fucking huge.
no, that shit's Titanic. Oh my god,
No,
Gabe.
because that boat sinks.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm getting so tired of just bopping back and forth between.
Engi.
Yeah, no, game, please. Let me just unlock the final transformation. That's exactly what this thing does. That's why its ability is called Light and Darkness. It says it has a special secret effect, but the secret sauce is it just lets you turn in.
Secret sauce is that it makes you Engi.
Yeah. I'm gonna take off these abilities real quick because they're not helping me with staying in. With building up drive gauge.
Betwixt and between.
Yeah, it's that weird thing that lets us connect the world that never was, which is still a really fucking ridiculous name, to Data Twilight Town, which is connected to actual Twilight Town, which is one of the very few times that you can actually access another world from another world.
So, what's the drive meter need to be at to...
Any transformation. It
Well,
does.
you're at 1.
I need 3 bars of drive to use it.
Oh, okay. I thought I was asking how many drive bars did you need to, like...
Oh, yeah. 3 to access Valor or Wisdom, so... I'm gonna fucking ram my head through a wall.
Welcome back to Sora Has Gone Feral. Listen, you're just gonna walk up to the fucking final boss of this shit, fucking Zemnis, and Sora's not even gonna... Sora's just gonna fucking throw the Keyblade to the side, fucking pop Auntie, and be like, fucking come at me, bro, fucking bring it.
Oh, come on! Okay, that's like Auntie times... That's like the 8th time for Auntie, right?
I don't know, I haven't been keeping count, but that sounds about right.
Okay. Give me a second.
You're gonna look something up just to make sure you're doing it right.
Yep.
Yeah, I was about to say that might be a good idea. Speaking of good ideas, I should probably actually like sit down and like play the demo modes, because the demos are open. Like, for the KH Cloud versions on Switch.
Yeah. I am putting the counter on.
Engi form.
Anti-form transformations. We're at 8 so far.
Okay, so you are doing it right?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
you did look it up?
Yeah, this is basically how it goes. It's just that's the entire reason why they added in this Keyblade, was just so you have a better chance of, activating anti-form. But the chances of you activating anti-form and then popping into, frickin' final form are boosted. Apparently not. Not by my luck. Which
Dude,
is...
Zora's just fucking pissed today. I don't know what to tell you. Sora absolutely fucking barreled this lad.
Oh, come on!
Add another one to the counter, boys! Failboat, that's a triangle.
That's an isosceles triangle. What are you talking about? Also, Also, the more I look at Antiform's combos, I am entirely convinced that some of these are just him breakdancing.
David Tennant is apparently going to be in The Legend of Vox Machina. Huh. Fascinating. I'm just gonna send that to Amelia and watch her lose her goddamn mind.
As you should, as you should. Memory skyscraper. So, if you had not had a chance to think about it too much, this skyscraper that we fought Roxas in front of, you remember the secret movie from Kingdom Hearts 1, where we had that like really ambiguous cutscene?
I think.
Like that trailer for the sequel game.
I think, yeah.
This is where it takes place. This is the skyscraper.
Oh shit. I just noticed Sora's a fucking Keyblade on the mini-map.
Yep.
I just noticed a mini-map.
Yeah, it's really, like, small. See if it gets more defense. Oh, come on! I'm getting actually angry at this myself. I didn't look up to know if the transformations counted towards the gauge if I just, let Anti-Form run its course and it's just fully gone through, or if, reverting it basically keeps the counter from going up. But fuck it, I'm getting kind of tired of this. Also, apparently, just like the rest of the transformations, Anti-Form has a growth ability, but you can't make use of it because Anti-Form doesn't gain experience.
Well, that's unfortunate. That sounds counterintuitive.
It's just called Anti-Glide. That's all it is called.
Is there any effect, like, programmed into it?
Yes. So while if you activate Anti-Glide, you jump into the air and you press square. Sora will basically dive bomb, go pull up right before the very end, and go right in front of the enemy, basically lining you up perfectly for just a combo.
Oh.
That is the whole point of what?
Anti-glide.
Yeah, Anti-Glide does. I'm blanking on the name because I'm getting actually kind of annoyed and Anti-Form not popping. Not Anti-Form. Final Form. Ugh. Can't speak.
Oh, hey!
What's up?
First time chat viewer. Welcome.
Oh. Hello there. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream where everything is chaos, the points don't matter, and my man's is stuck in anti-form 90% of the time.
We're doing good. Currently trying to unlock Final Form, which has just been
A grind. go again. I feel the heartlessness kicking in.
Yeah, it really does suck. Yeah, anti-form does suck, and it sucks for this reason alone. I don't mind fighting with it. It's not a bad form, but oh my god. This one bit of grinding to get final just sucks so bad.
It does look cool as hell, though. But then again, I got a preference for.
You like the feral stuff, bro.
I like feral power sets, and I like darkness-based power sets. So, like, this is just checking both of the boxes for me, you know?
Yep.
You've seen my D&D characters, Jacob.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yep, I have. Meanwhile, anti-form for me is just absolute like train wreck of balance, because it's just like, yes. Who cares about balance at this point? Which is just me most of the time, as you have seen with my D&D characters, my friend.
Yeah. Mr. Mach 8 with an Artificer Rogue.
Zoom. I'm gonna sling my head into a brick wall at this point. My god. Oh my.
Bro, I am sorry.
Place your bets, folks. Place your bets. How many transformations will it take?
Brain's saying 24.
You guys are such a good. Thank you. We try.
It helps that we've been buddies since, fuck, dude.
It's getting close to about a decade, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're old.
Not as old as you, Mr. fucking homeboy!
Shut up. Shut your mouth.
Hey, how are you doing in the home there, Grandpa?
Better than you old bastard. Okay.
Now I'm actually thinking about it. Somewhere around like either 8th grade or freshman year for me. You're a year ahead of me, so like
Yeah.
freshman or sophomore year for you.
Man, you guys,
High school.
yeah, somewhere around that point. Man, you guys are,
And considering I'm like,
yeah.
oh god, like 3 years out of college now? 3, 4? No, it's only been like 3, I think. I graduated at 21, and I am turning 25, so yeah, at the end of, like, I graduated at 21, but it was before my birthday of that year, so.
Yeah, somewhere around that point.
So around, like, 3-4 years now.
Yeah. Man, you guys are old. We're only 24 and 25. Only. I feel with every passing year of me saying that number just feels...
I can feel the arthritis kicking in.
I really hope not.
Lord knows my back can feel it.
I'd really like not have to worrying about that. I'd like to be able to stream more often. Stream without worrying about my fingers. More heartless.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, it's definitely not arthritis and more. I need to go see a chiropractor.
Yeah. How long have you been grinding anti-form? About... You'd say about 20, 30 minutes.
Oh, mm-hmm.
20, 30 minutes now? It
I
feels
was
like
gonna say somewhere around the 40.
somewhere in that ballpark.
Somewhere in that general range.
I swear to
'Cause
God, man.
I hopped into stream around the same time that you were, like, prepping for the Roxas fight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd say around 40 minutes. 40, 35 minutes.
I really need to get a timer.
Definitely not an hour, but we're getting there.
Yeah, at this rate. I really need to get a timer installed on the stream at some point. Because, oh my god. We are also now at 14 transformations, by the way, bro. Because, oh my god.
Yeah, no, I'm watching. I understand that I tend to pace around my room when, in this, because, I am currently, at the moment, watching.
Yeah.
I say as I immediately turn around and start pacing around my area.
Took me just 2 tries and I got it. Got it. Yeah, no, this is unusual for me, because normally it's like 3...
Is it, though? Knowing your luck, this is pretty on friggin' par.
Like, okay, honestly, every time I've played Kingdom Hearts 2, and ever since I've learned about Final Form, it has taken me maybe 2 to 3 passes through, you know, the world that never was. Just like this opening beginning area before we get into, like, future boss fights, because you know how that's gonna go. Oh my god!
My mans. It's the LP curse.
We're not even Let's Playing. This is a stream.
Mate, you're playing for a camera. You're playing for a camera. It qualifies.
Yeah, I mean the chances were like 1 out of 100. That would be true. I think that is true. But doesn't like 2 become 1 like heighten the chances of that like exponentially? I think so anyway.
Didn't you just look this up like 10 minutes ago?
I looked it up to make sure, but I'm honestly starting to doubt myself. Can you blame me, though?
Considering your luck? No.
My luck is absolutely horrendously legendary among my friends. Where...
It's god-awful 99% of the time, but you sit him down in a fucking D&D game, and this man, starts pumping out the crits. Like there's nothing else on the die.
If your guess at 24 is correct, man, I'm going to go up to Massachusetts myself and I'm gonna slap you. Not really. That's expensive, and I don't have the money. I just started a new job.
Yeah, no, that'd be, like, and while we do kind of have a guest room, it's honestly kind of more storage at the moment, and, like, a futon, so.
Dang, starting a new job as what? I'm just working as a, UPS clerk, you know, packaging packages, sending them out, which is different from the last job that I had, which was post office.
I'm a high voltage electrical technician and work with voltages that can and could kill me at any time.
Zap Eddie, zap zap, double D.
I'm not lying. I literally work with things that go up to 100,000 volts. Fun fact, it's the amperage that kills you, not the voltage. However, due to the fact that it's the voltage that in part dictates how much amperage actually goes through your body, high voltage is still exceedingly dangerous.
That's a mega zap then, bro. Just don't die. Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. We hope that he doesn't die.
That's why that's why you make sure everything is grounded, and you don't turn it on until it's grounded. And you don't poke at it when it's on.
But how else are you supposed to roast marshmallows? You know, it's sentences like that that I say to him is the reason why he's going to slap me one of these days.
It will happen. It will occur.
And I'm entirely convinced that it's just going to be that one scene from Robin Hood and Men in Tights where it's just like, it's not even going to be like a small slap. He's just going to pick up the gauntlet from like a suit of armor and just bat me in the face with it.
No. I know exactly how this is going to go. It's me keeping a friggin' tally of how many statements like this you've made and slapping you repeatedly for each and every one.
With the notebook.
What notebook?
You said keeping a tally, so I assume a notebook.
No, it's purely mental. Which means the number is subject to change at any given time, depending on how sketchy my memory is that day.
Bro, I love and respect you, but I don't even think you could count that high for how many times you probably have to slap me in that regard. I'm saying that legitimately.
You underestimate my power.
What was the hardest boss you faced so far that made you lose your mind? Yozora. I fought him right when the Remind DLC came out, and I basically kept as few I saw as few spoilers on the Remind everything as best I could. That boy built different.
Okay, so while I do talk Kingdom Hearts a bit, it's mainly just because I wiki-walked just so that I can understand what's going on in my friend's stream here, so that I can keep up with the conversation.
He bought a translation manual.
Yeah, I basically just bought the translation manual while I haven't actually played any of the games myself. I am planning on picking them up. I have the cloud version demos on my Switch. I'll probably be picking up those versions at some point down the line. So I don't really have a KH boss that made me lose my mind. But, Lord knows that my childhood trauma will never let me forget friggin' Exogrimmon from Digimon World Dusk and Dawn.
Why the cloud versions? I think just because you just want to have them on your Switch for the time. Just want to have them on.
Basically, it's because I'm going to be moving soon-ish, and I have basically everything else in storage.
Because yeah, you have a PlayStation 4, so you are more than
I do.
capable.
It's just currently disconnected from anything, and like I have nothing that could really hook up to it at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I could probably dig something out to like get it set up, and I could probably get the actual like versions of the game, but like, And yes, I know the cloud version is not great because it's on like an online server and shit, so it's like fully dependent on my connectivity. But getting some means of playing Kingdom Hearts, even subpar Kingdom Hearts, is probably better than no Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Also because I am more likely to play games if I can play them handheld and travel with them. Like, yes, I play a lot of games on my PC as well, but 9 times out of 10, it's either my PC, my Switch, or my 3DS. Because I mean, right now, that's literally all I play, because I have nothing else set up. But,
I'll let you answer this question first, bro, because mine is a far more complicated question or answer. I should say.
Yeah, you've got a much more expansive list. I am very much a fan of like just RPGs, JRPGs in general. Not very good at like action RPGs. Those ones are a bit like, I'm gonna be honest, I am bad at Xenoblade, and I will not touch the Dark Souls franchise with a goddamn 20-foot pole, but that's just mainly because I am the type that gets easily demoralized, and I know that my heart would get fucking crushed if I lost to a boss like 10 times in a row.
What's that? You lost 50,000 souls on your way to the boss. Okay, tasty.
Just like, yes, uninstall, return. But yeah, no, I mainly play RPGs. I have a few other miscellaneous games that I enjoy, but 99% of my library are of the RPG type, just because I am addicted to customization game mechanics and progression-based game mechanics. I always like feeling like I'm progressing, and I always enjoy methods of customizing how I play, and RPGs, especially like some JRPGs, are the sort of game types that really emphasize those as the key point.
You're also weak to dog and monster collectors.
I am weak to any Mon game. You give me Mons, I am happy boy. Digimon? Yes. Pokemon? Yes. Shin Megami Tensei? I'm getting into it. I am still not ever going to... Devil Survivor 1, no, never again. Velder can fuck off and suck my ass.
Oh god. But as for
You need a specific setup to even beat that guy, and he's the first actual boss of the game!
he's been through a lot, as you can tell. Okay, so I am going to, after so many attempts at this, I am going to that's really cool that you like
Oh
this.
my god, we're actually going to get there.
I'm going to
Oh
kick,
my god.
I'm going to kick your ass, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm going to kick your ass. But to answer me, my side on this, what games do I like? Yes.
Yeah, this man will just pick up and play goddamn anything.
I have been. It is a more. If I have seen playing a very weird game on Steam, it is. If you see somebody like one of your friends on Steam play like a very particularly like, who would buy that sort of deal? It's 9 chances out of 10 me.
Speaking of games like that, we really should play 100% Orange Juice again at some point.
That would make for an absolutely lovely stream at some point.
Oh yes, that would make a stream of nothing but raw chaos, because that game is Mario Party with PvP.
No, my friend. I think you missaid that. I think you mean to say PTSD. Anyway, I personally also prefer. I'm also.
Why not both?
You make a valid point. I prefer RPGs mostly, and any sort of RPG. Tactical, any sort of that. For specific franchises that I'm big into, Kingdom Hearts, Shin Megami Tensei, and Pokemon, Persona, Fire Emblem. Lots and lots of Fire Emblem. That is one game that I plan to stream at some point. But, we'll get to that later. Yakuza, I very much enjoy those.
Let's go.
Honestly, if I like had like specific franchises that are like very much the yeah, there it is.
Nope, that is.
Oh no, that's Valor. I got excited. I saw something that wasn't anti and got hyped.
I have to be in combat for this. But I swear to God, if that ruined my chances with it. There it is! Oh my God! It only took an actual hour and 2 times short of your estimated goal. God, why did you have to say it's such a high number?
I don't know, dude. Brain just said,
Okay.
good to know my, like, not clairvoyance is semi-functional.
Okay, first of all,
But, in terms of, like, games that I really play, like, if you want, like, actual, like, franchises, it'd probably be, like, Digimon, Pokemon, SMT/Persona, some Fire Emblem,
wrong keyblade. There we
some
go.
Smash, and a lot of Fire Emblem 14, or Fire Emblem, what the fuck, and a lot of Final Fantasy 14 as it stands.
Wrong 14. Wrong 14.
Wrong 14, wrong 14, go back!
Okay. So we finally have final.
So
and
now can you just trigger that?
I can just.
Okay.
It's just a part of the list. One of the Fire Emblem 14. One
Mamma mia.
of the best games of all time.
D-
I'd argue. Go ahead.
I mean, Three Houses is okay. I wasn't super big on the weird, cool mechanic. My brain too small could not comprehend.
That is fair enough, my dude.
Like, I feel like if I gave it enough time, watched enough like other people playing it and like giving tutorials on it, I would have figured it out. But it's one of those things where it's like I just kind of gunned for the hidden talents, and once I got them, I was just like, what now? What now? And like for the reclassing shit, I was just like, what do I do here? What's going on? Like, I don't know. Something about it just didn't make sense to me. Like, something didn't click.
Yeah, fine.
There was no clear progression through line, and that made me confused.
That's a thing. Yeah, Fire Emblem is currently on its like gonna be coming out with its 17th game with its next release.
Oh wait, I thought 14 was
Fates.
Three Houses.
14 is Fates, because Awakening was the third.
Wait, I thought 13 was Fates. I thought Awakening was 12.
Nope. Heroes of Light. The DS remake of the second half of the third game, which is a complicated
Okay,
thing.
new mystery.
Yeah, New Mystery of the Emblem was 12.
Okay, and Awakening was 13, then 14 was Fates. Okay, I thought Three Houses was that.
Yeah.
FE 14, then Fates is just kind of an oddball.
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't like get gripped on it as much as Awakening gripped me.
That's fair. Oh, I was joking. I didn't know that's how many of these games exist. Yeah, it's.
A lot of them are Japan exclusive because up until like Awakening, people didn't really give a damn about the franchise in the West.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, not many games got released outside of Japan, like starting out. So it's. So there's not as many as it really should be. And.
Like, what was it? Like, only from like the second Game Boy Advanced game onward were they released in the West? And it's like a franchise that dates back to like what, the NES?
Yes, the NES. Let me just quickly swap out.
So like it dates back to like the like early 90s, late 80s, or some shit in that general time frame.
Yeah, it started out with Fire Emblem. Yeah, Fire Emblem 6 was the most recent game that got released in Japan, and that was the game that included Roy, who made his claim to fame in Smash Brothers.
Roy actually debuted in Smash Brothers and was added to Melee to drum up hype for it. Because it was like Fire Emblem 5 Binding
Sora,
Blade
You've
was
done well.
like released for a little
Where's
bit in
Kyrie?
Japan. Then
Who
Melee
knows?
came out with
I
Roy as like a
expect she's
teaser.
catching up with her friends in
They
the
realized
darkness.
that a bunch of people
What do
really
you
liked
mean?
Roy and Marth in the
She
West,
doesn't need you anymore.
so they ported
I'm
Fire
supposed
Emblem
to believe that?
5 over
Well,
to the West
don't have
as
to.
just Fire Emblem GBA,
But you can believe this.
while they released Fire Emblem
Organization
6, the
13
game that
has
Roy
no
actually
further use
stars
for
in
you.
Japan.
Just
We never
look
actually got
there.
Fire Emblem 6 over here.
Our
We
Kingdom
immediately
Hearts.
jumped to 7. We have like 5, 7,
Thanks
and
to
then from
you,
7 onward.
we've collected
We
countless
had
hearts.
we had Fire Emblem.
Oh wait, no,
Whatever
we
you
also
for
don't have 12 because we
Now
don't
all
have
they
new
need is
mystery.
one
There's
more
a
helping from the Keyblade
really good
bearer.
like English patch for an emulator for it.
Yeah, we have.
But
Fire Emblem 7 was.
wasn't that like Sacred Stones?
No.
But
Sacred Stones was the
Kingdom
8th
Hearts.
game,
Sora,
which was the second game we got here in the States. We got
it's really you.
Blazing Sword here in the States, which was the prequel story to Binding Blade, which took place with Roy and Lalena's parents. Also, hi Kyrie.
Wait, I thought Blazing came out before Binding.
No, Binding Blade deals with Roy. Blazing Sword deals with Elliewood. It's
I know, I get the names mixed up.
This
I
time,
do too, to be honest.
I'll fight. You know Sora's completely hopeless without us.
Also,
Come
here
on,
we just have
Riku.
Ryu casually giving Kyrie a Keyblade that he just had on him for some reason. Okay.
Well, well. Will the
But,
intrusion
Sometimes it just be like that.
Yeah.
Sir, are you aware that you're an elf?
Yep.
Why,
But,
this castle
7
is
we had Roy,
perfect.
Lyn, and Hector's story.
Perhaps we
8
should
was
just
Sacred Stones.
Inquiry.
9 and 10 was Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. 11 was Shadow Dragon, which was the remake of Fire Emblem.
1, yeah.
Fire Emblem 3, Book 1, which in of itself was a remake of Fire Emblem 1. It's complicated. Fire Emblem 12 was a remake of Fire Emblem 3 Book 2, which was the actual sequel story. Then we got Awakening, which was 13. Fire Emblem 14 was Fates. 15 was Shadows of Valentia. Three Houses is the 16th Fire Emblem game. And if you want to be technical, it is the 18th if you count
Heroes.
Fates as 3 separate games.
Okay, but what if you count Heroes?
I think Heroes is counted as a side story.
Yeah, it's counted as a side game, but it's technically a Fire Emblem title release. So
It's
with
about
its own like story and characters and shit.
it canonized the fact that Tokyo Mirage Sessions was a legitimate thing that happened.
It canonized Tokyo Mirage Sessions as part of the
The Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem
It's
multiverse,
been too long,
Yep.
my friend.
Which, you want to know one game that I'm surprised that
which
they...
technically makes it so that it kind of links
Xenos, the organization's superior,
some
is
elements
the
of
nobody
SMT, if not
Xehanort,
just
my
some
former
elements of the
apprentice.
SMT verse
Burden
to
of mine.
the FE franchise.
Is
It's
that all?
Okay.
and that's a whole other fucking mess of a multiverse.
You know what that basically confirmed? That Sonic can in fact be a Fire Emblem
Deny
lord.
there was more.
Through a long, convoluted string
Yeah,
of events.
through a long convoluted
Apprentices
string
stole
of
everything
means,
precious to
which
them.
may or may not
My
include
research
Hatsune Miku.
and my pride.
Actually, no.
No, really. I'm surprised. A lot of weird, fucking convoluted crossovers happened because they also crossed over with Hatsune Miku.
Okay, so the chain is Fire Emblem to Tokyo Mirage Sessions, Tokyo Mirage Sessions to Shin Megami Tensei / the Personaverse. That connects into the SMT mobile game, which has characters such as Guts and
And Bayonetta and Dante.
and Sonic.
don't understand is why he looks like that now,
I
when he's still Riku at
didn't realize that Sonic was in there.
I am to blame.
I haven't played the mobile game in a
When I
long
met you
ass
for the
time.
first time,
I believe
It's a good game, like with its own like good story. It's just like,
probably because
oh,
he had such a
I
strong
forgot.
bond.
Like I just haven't
I
played
asked
it in
to
a
find
long
a
ass
young man
time.
named
My
Roxas
entire
from
team's got to be
Organization
power
13
creeped the
and
fuck.
bring him to me.
yeah.
When I
But
told
yeah,
you
no,
I saw awaken
he
from
is
his
in the
slumber,
game.
Riku
He is a
left
4-star
without
rarity demon, and I'm looking this up as this cutscene is playing because this cutscene is
and I can only
Long.
surmise Riku lost that fight.
is basically a character confessing their sins as to all the horrible things that they did to the entire party. But you know, who cares? Everyone gets forgiven.
And when he did,
He is
you saw what
neutral to every.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
When Riku
Fucking whips out his
brought
keyblade and
Roxas
just
back
fucking
to me,
lobs this guy's
he was
fucking noggin
introducing
clean off.
himself
Yep.
as Ansem.
But Sonic is resistant to every element except Force,
His friend.
which he is resistant
He
to.
was ready to live in darkness.
Huh. Which, considering that Force
Riku
in
was
the mobile
victim
game
of
is
my
wind,
revenge.
that's kind of ironic, considering wind is
How my heart
usually
ached.
Sonic's,
I only laughed
like,
to hide my shame.
element whenever he's given some kind of affinity.
I mean, you're usually resistant to the element that you prioritize in most RPGs.
Yeah, but he's like, what, resistant all? Or like null all, or whatever you said?
No, he is neutral to all.
Okay, never mind then.
So every element
The time
will
I,
hit.
I heard null
must
for some
make
reason,
amends
and I was
to
like,
these young
bruh, he's
people."
busted.
Nah, he not busted. But yeah, no, Sonic is just a encounter that you can get. So yeah, no, Sonic is.
Probably an event character, like Bayo, Jean, Dante, and Guts.
Yeah, but that just ultimately means.
Supersonic might be a 5-star.
No, Sonic can go up to 6-star, but. Yeah, no,
I mean, every demon in that game can go up to 6-star. I was just thinking aloud of like, can they like, is there like a special fusion to get him to be supersonic?
I frickin' wish. But yeah, no, that means by technical right, through some convoluted means, not even going through Smash Brothers, I should add. That means Sonic can in fact be a Fire Emblem Lord. He has the sword to do it.
You know, you know what's even worse?
Hey,
What?
did he just call me Roxas?
Through that same tree with just a couple extra steps,
Uh-huh.
I guess that must be why the Keyblade chose you.
Agumon could
Man,
be
did
a
it
Fire
get
Emblem
done
Lord.
this time.
Has he
You
wielded
don't
a
look
sword
like
before?
you're half the hero the others
He
were.
has wielded an
Are
axe.
you done rambling?
Ah, shit, he qualifies under the Hector Clause.
He qualifies
All I'm
under the
trying to
Hector
tell
Clause,
you,
motherfucker.
Twitter, is that your time is
You know what
up.
that reminds me? Like, there has not been a lord that uses daggers.
Yeah,
That is the
yeah.
that is the only class outside of brawling that has not had a character.
And Brawling was just
We
introduced,
really
so.
shouldn't have betrayed
Yes.
us.
Also, hi Zigbar, who is essentially the sniper.
Good eye.
Gotcha now.
But yeah, through Personaverse, you go to Persona 4 Dancing. You unlock secret character Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku has had multiple crossovers with Digimon.
Yep. So, side note, because I have not had a chance to mention this yet, all of the Organization 13 members have an element that they are associated with. Would you care to guess what Zigbar's here is?
The best element in the game, gun.
No. His is spatial manipulation.
Well, considering he's teleporting and has decided that gravity is his bitch, I can kind of figure that I could have figured that out. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to get off the ceiling and give Palkia his job back.
Nah. Ow. Yeah. I appreciate them coming in regardless. And now I am getting my absolute ass kicked. So, while we're just going through and chewing through Zigbar's HP bar like it's nobody's business.
This man's just kind of getting clocked.
I should bring up the whole thing of Final Form, because Final Form actually has a bunch of different unique properties as opposed to...
Why is Tifa Lockhart under prominent Italian political figures? According to Google.
I don't know. So... I don't know, man. So Final Form has a bunch of unique properties. Unlike every other Keyblade transformation, like every other Dry Form transformation, Final Form actually resets the anti-form counter.
Wouldn't you like to know?
So if you ever so, like, while you're using your other forms, if you occasionally just transform into Final Form, you
Final Form, you basically stop yourself from ever really having to worry about
anti-form
ever again. Unless you want that shit.
Yeah, in which case you'll put on 2, become 1 as your primary Keyblade, which is actually a fairly decently strong Keyblade in its own right, and you'll just...
Like, if you just happen to be the type that's that kind of nut.
Rico chose that form so he could
And I mean,
use
to be
the
fair,
power of darkness. It won't be
the
easy.
true secret boss of this game has a surprising allergy to anti-form.
Huh.
Kyrie, we're on our way.
Mickey, are you just like hanging out with a villain now?
No.
Or is that guy like a weird neutral figure?
He is, an ally. The other benefit is, anti-form... Oh, God. I forgot to put on some of my other abilities. Shoot. And I do not have enough for MP Rage, but MP Rage can be taken or leaving. But... Oh, God, what am I trying to remember? It levels up off of nobody kills. Unlike all the other dry forms, which require a different, set of things to do. And, the funny thing with it is that it's a little glide thing right here. You notice how the Keyblades are spinning?
Oh my god. Helicopter! Helicopter!
Yeah, they do damage.
You know the meme I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
The helicopter. Also, the reason I just randomly burst into giggles out of nowhere was because I found an FF14 screenshot, and it's just a Lalafell Reaper, right? You know, the really tiny folks?
Yeah.
They have the title of Pure White,
Mm-hmm.
which is like a thing for like light. You unlock that for like, I think, beating Eden, which is like using a light elemental to restore the elements to an area that's got nothing but light.
Yeah.
Like you're putting the elements back, and you're like basically curing the Pure White.
Yeah.
But their actual name is Whole Milk, so it's just Pure White Whole Milk.
I love it. Drink your milk, kids.
Drink your milk, or I will get fucking Satan. to possess me and give me the power to delete you from this world.
Yes. Kingdom Hearts. Rejoice and feast on these hearts we offer. Shine your pale light on this empty realm.
Because that's Reaper's whole shtick. They have a void scent.
All nobodies.
Yep.
Zemnis, is Kingdom Hearts ready?
Very soon.
Then I can end this charade?
And yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Rubber Ross on this one.
How I've
First one
waited
to write
hear
a script that auto-blocks everyone with a hexagon profile picture on Twitter. Kinda based.
Yep.
Oh?
Fuck those NFTs, my man.
Yep.
No one likes that shit.
You are different,
Yeah.
Kyrie. But I'm just
All right,
glad you're
so we
here.
have the
Kyrie
Destiny
can never
Islands
come home,
trio finally getting a
so I
chance to
came looking for
reunite.
you.
Here we have Sora finally, getting to see Kyrie after a whole year.
This is real.
All she gets is a hug. And then our boy Riku over here.
Wait, Ansem. I mean, Xehanort's heartless. I never thought for a second that I'd ever see you again. Just thinking about all the things you did makes me really mad. But you saved Kyrie, right? I have to be grateful for that. Thanks.
Riku, don't go.
Oh, Kyrie.
And all
What
of a
did you just
sudden,
say?
Sora's world comes crashing down.
And everything
I know
goes.
just a castaway from the darkness.
And
Sora, come
everything
here.
goes topsy
Say
turvy
something to him.
turvy topsy.
Here. You'll understand. Close your eyes.
And Kyrie is apparently casting True Sight to allow Sora to see a shapeshifter's true form.
Nah. Just, not even that, but it's more like, just check out his vibe, man. And again, I resent this point of this scene right here
It's Riku.
is
He's here.
is a diamond ring short of a proposal.
Come on, Sora. You've got to pull it together.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I looked everywhere for you. I didn't want you to find me.
He falls to his knees and is crying. Tell me that's not a diamond ring short of a proposal.
Those clues we kept finding. That must have been Riku.
I was starting to worry you guys weren't ever gonna catch on. Sora never did pick the brightest friends.
What do you mean by that?
Why didn't you let me know you were okay?
I told you. I didn't want to be found. Not like this. I couldn't. I fought with Ansem, with
Oh, he picking a fight with the
Xehanort's
duck.
heartless. When it invaded my
He picking
heart,
a fight with the
won.
duck.
But to use the power of darkness, I had to become Ansem myself.
Does that mean you can't change back?
This battle isn't over. And until it is, I still need the power of darkness.
Then, let's finish it.
So yeah, no, the explanation is that Riku at some point needed to tap into the power of darkness to accomplish some mission while he was helping with
Think we
Mickey.
can handle one last rumble together?
However,
And tapped a little too deep and basically had to take on Ansem's form in order to actually channel that amount.
More like the bit
And
that
got form locked.
more like the bit that he had was just tainted by you know, our good
Hi,
friend.
Oblivion.
Yep. Tainted by a good friend, Ansem. Yeah, this is where we finally get Oblivion, and Oblivion is ridiculous. Oblivion hits like a semi. Its ability isn't good, but it is a very good Keylate, and it is Oblivion. Look at it. It has the bonk.
Yeah.
That blade just looks like it hard.
Yep.
Talisman? What talisman? You just made us hold hands.
No, the keychain for her little lucky charm. That's the keychain for Oathkeeper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think even in the inventory, it's... nope, it is not here. But it is one of... It is something that Sora keeps hold on to basically for every game. Ever since like she properly gives it to him. And it's what lets him have access to Oathkeeper. We never get an explanation as to where the hell Oblivion comes from. That is just like completely like...
I mean, it almost seems like Sora can just call on Keyblades that like sync with him.
Yeah. So
like this one just so happens to be the one that's like syncing with Riku's energy or whatever.
So the in-canon explanation is that the keychains at the very end of every Keyblade are what change the Keyblade's appearance and form. Those are what augment the Keyblade to look like what they do.
Sir, are you trying to suck the moon heart?
We're just gonna go with yes. So, welcome to probably my least favorite bit of this part of the game.
Boss rush?
No. So, well, technically yes, because we only have 2 bosses. You might notice that all of these are organization. These are symbols for all the organization members, and there are graves. All of those absent silhouettes that we have found throughout the world, this is where we learn a bit more about their titles. And we're going into my least favorite boss fight. And out of all of the ones, this is the one that they decided to bring back into Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeehaw!
Shoot me.
Any weapon preference?
Nope. There is no weapon preference.
King and Diz. I mean, Ansem the Wise. They must be higher up. We better hurry.
How do you feel about cards?
Astrologian is a pretty good healer.
I hate this guy. So I
Sir, that's not how Astrologian shield works.
So, Luxord is the nobody of time. That is his element. He does not have an HP bar like a traditional boss. Instead, every hit you do knocks down his time gauge, and every hit he does to you does the same. If you can knock out his time gauge before yours runs out, you win. Vice versa.
Why are you a dice?
Because he can turn you into a die.
Are your friends in his cards right now, or?
Yes.
Okay.
So he can also turn you into cards, and I'm never good at these fights. This is the one fight that I am absolutely crap on.
That's a nasty paper cut.
I vividly, absolutely hate. I hate fighting Luxord. Huh. So apparently we found all the regular nobodies.
Hmm.
Which is nice. That's a good thing to know that we've done that. I.
Do you want to save? Just.
Yeah. I just absolutely hate. I hate Luxord.
The first to run out of time is the loser.
Oh, he just auto turns you into a dice to start. That's just freaking fantastic. I never liked Polymorph to begin with. However, if you do beat his minigames, he does reward you with a bunch of HP balls and a massive reduction on his time gauge.
There he is. There he is.
Do you know the rules?
He is one of the boss fights that I am. Oh. You're all good. We just started the Luxord fight, and oh no. This is the bit that I'm always horrible at. It is his desperation move, and oh boy, ow, everything hurts.
Paper cut, paper cut, paper cut.
Oh, oh my god. Ow.
How the hell did that work?
Because all your spells are considered, finishers.
So, okay, so could you just navigate the menu like normal? He just,
Yeah. Oh.
How could you?
Welcome to the stream.
Roxas.
Yeah, welcome.
That's Sora.
But yeah, no. How it works is when his desperation move starts, he'll throw all the cards down. He can randomly spawn from any of them, and he can just pick them up and smack you with them, like an absolute asshole. After a certain bit, he'll lock you into that scenario, and you have to get 4 correct reaction commands on all 4 of your command menu. So you have to get circles on all of them. If you fail 1, he hits. You basically lose the fight, because he usually will take you down by so much of your time gauge that you basically knocks down. I am practicing a speedrun for Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix Data. Really? Well, I wish you all the best of luck on that, man, because that... I've actually wanted to attempt that a couple of times, and on critical mode. All the more respect to you on that front. I think I'm decent at the game. My live streams will gladly prove me wrong. Every time. And now for Syax, which... that will... This is going to be a fun time, because I'm not good at Syax. But good luck with the critical mode speedrun. I wish you all the best of luck, and all of the best RNG rolls on that. That is...
That's
Yeah,
really getting
that
old.
sounds brutal.
Tomorrow I'm going to stream my practice run. I wish you the best of luck again, and if I have time, I'll try and pop in myself to see what it's like.
Different name, same fate.
So, unlike Luxord, we actually get Donald and Goofy to help us with the Syax fight.
Yo.
Which is good, considering we need it. He is the Berserker. If the clearly marked Berserk gauge up top did not give it away, he is the Berserk. He hits like a truck.
And he is, in fact, the Big Angie.
You can, however, steal his mace and proceed to pound him in the face with it. I probably could have chosen a better word for it. If you beat him first try, I will give you 1 penny. What?
I don't... Jacob, I don't think your Twitch is, like, at the follower count that actually allows for donation.
Yeah, I am not there yet, unfortunately. I would gladly take the donation, but I'm not.
Unfortunately, you are disqualified. No penny for you.
Ah, god dang it! I guess that's enough. Man can either save, this man can either save or end a data organization speedrun. Yes, yes, he can. Syax is just a monster, and he is a monster to fight. Because I'm never entirely sure on what moves that he does can just be, like you can just swing through.
Why does someone just like Gmod float? Like Gmod no-clip float when he's holding one of the axes?
Because the only way to cheese him on critical mode is with limit drive. I honestly do not know that strategy. Wait, is it with I believe it's with Ars Arcanum? But he is physically holding down the Claymore, which that is what this weapon is called. He is holding like one end of it down just so he can use it.
That's a sword with an axe head duct taped to the top of it. That's not a claymore.
This is a series where a man hexa wields lances. Are you really going to question things at this point?
Yes, because he's just using the wrong name.
Okay, there we go. My default sword is level 99. Honestly, I do not blame you. You need the stats at that point if you want to attempt a speedrun with this, because anything to just give you any advantage in a speedrun you take. Okay, I think
What's this guy's element?
his element is moon. He draws his power from the moon, and that's what gives him the ability to berserk.
So he's a goddamn werewolf. Okay.
I've seen people at GDQ do a yeah, I've seen that too, and those are
Those GDQ folks are just built different. I don't know how else to say it.
they are, and I ascribe to be on their level someday.
I'm perfectly content watching them and taking my time.
Yeah, I am too, but I'm also just like, I want to learn. Like, the games that I want to learn how to speedrun the most, and I might actually stream run some of my attempts, are some of the first Ratchet and Clank games. Because those games were my childhood. I've done it once, and I only done it once, and I only died. Good for you, man. Power to you. Oh, I just kind of with limited form. Nope. Nope. Just gotta kind of wait until he calms down. There we go. I think we can get it.
Oh.
What?
Oh, okay. I don't know how they're gonna pull that off, but okay. For context, I was scrolling Twitter, and apparently, folks, there's rumors going around of Legendary's Monsterverse. You know that shit, right?
No, I haven't. Yes, I actually have unlocked Final Form. We spent a good 40 minutes on it.
I took 22 tries. No. We were at 40 minutes at try 14, Jacob. It took us like an hour and 15 minutes or something along those.
It's either my run was either this game or with Kingdom Hearts 1 Secret Bosses. That is. Oof. I will, if I remember, once fight over focus.
Majora's Mask is coming to Switch Online in February.
God, for my explain it with that, it'll help. I will I'm gonna give that a shot then.
Do you feel it? The moon's power.
Hopefully that'll do it.
Moon, shine down. No exit. No exit.
It certainly did a lot of damage, I'll say that much. They are bad. I haven't seen any footage on it just yet. I will admit I am sort of... I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to pick up the cloud versions myself, just for the sake of having them. Oh, God. Oh, God damn it. Okay.
Yeah, I have the demos. I haven't played them yet.
Yeah.
I've not actually played. I've not played any Kingdom Hearts. I just know a good bit. Through osmosis.
Mostly through me.
Yeah.
What console is this on?
I think you're currently playing PS4, right?
Yes, I am currently running this on the PS4. I do not have the PC ports yet, which...
There's PC ports?
Yes, there is PC ports. They are the Epic Games.
I might just pick up the PC ports then.
They are in the Epic...
Rather than dealing with the cloud ones.
They are in the Epic Games store.
Ow. That's why I haven't even... That's why I haven't touched them. Okay. Listen, the devs put in good time and effort on these games, and I'm going to support them.
You also just want to see Donald do Zeta Flare in person.
I also just want to see Donald Duck cast Zeta Flare and quite frankly, that is a site worth spending money on.
You could just emulate some. I could. I probably could. And you probably could as well, but
I mean, I was kind of responding to that with the whole I am going to give the devs my money because they deserve it.
I need a PS2 emulator or 2.5 remix on the PS3 emulator. That's like the one thing that I don't want to recommend for the PS3 emulator is 2.5, just because of how kind of unoptimized the game is for it, because just how long transformations take. And I mean, yeah, that technically does give Sora like a bunch of extra invincibility frames, and I'm not saying that's bad, but just how snappy things get in the PS4 version is just so much nicer.
Actually have to look at the Epic Games store if I want Kingdom Hearts. Sucks, but
Go.
I've not had great experiences with Epic.
I might pick it up just because I want to do, one thing for like a stream is doing a Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer. Where you have access to every world from the very beginning. But, you know, you're trying to find basically the 3 proofs. we have not gone into that. There we go. We have not gone into this yet, but there are 3 proofs in the game. Which did you hear about the attack? Getting zoom bombed by.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh,
Oh
that.
God, that's why Tifa. Okay, now I remember.
Oh, that's the reason why I have.
Yeah. I completely blocked that out of my memory for God, and I was like so confused earlier about people posting memes of like, wait, why is Tifa among like famous Italian political figures? And now, thank you for the reminder. Yeah, no, I remember now. They fucking bomb bomb played a friggin' 3D animated Tifa getting railed.
Excuse me?
I don't get it.
Yeah, I only saw like screenshots on Twitter or like clips of them like going like apparently it was supposed to like feed into like a live interview, but no, it was just Tifa Lockhart naked.
It was when you came to rescue me.
Oh,
Remember?
And I was just like, oh,
was the one who found Roxas.
okay.
He could use the Keyblade because he was a nobody.
Oh, we're doing this now.
That's why Xemnas brought
And this
him
was on
into
live
the
television.
Roxas betrayed.
People were probably watching that shit with their
I
kids.
thought it would help you wake up.
I'm fucking crying.
But the next time, I made sure I was the stronger.
There are tears rolling down my eyes right now.
And I'm just sitting there like,
Also, the went on.
listen, the Italian government, I am having embarrassment, my guy.
Also went on with 18+ Genshin Impact videos. Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Apparently, the troll also went on with 18+ Genshin Impact videos, and I have not seen anything on Genshin Impact. I know barely anything on it, but I want to play through it. I'll probably play through it at some point.
And I kind of have I'm not super thinking I'll touch it just because gotcha mechanics.
Yeah, that's fair. It's basically Breath of the Wild with waifus. I mean, fair.
Come on, Sora. I thought you were
But I
stronger
mean,
than that.
more Breath of the Wild is never a bad thing.
Look which one of us
Even
is winning.
even if it is just, you know, mostly a lot of waifu bait.
So it's true.
Although any clips I do end up seeing of Genshin Impact, ironically, are more of the male characters that you can pull, and I find them to be just as interesting. As also, but not just also interesting, but also just infinitely memeable. And you know what? That is the truest source of all information.
All right. You've left me with no other choice. What?
Now, while we continue talking about the 18+ Tifa bomb, Riku is currently having is reliving the reason why he became Ansem in the first place.
Even if it changes me forever.
Darkness, 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 darkness.
Darkness.
Remember, folks, if you the 8.
I don't know who those are.
I think I know who they are, but good God,
Accepted it.
was it? Oh God, that has got to be like such an absolute scramble on the ends of the editors to like how do we quickly censor this, because there's no way. And the meeting was about data transfer. Oh.
He could feel Sora.
Oh, that's even more ironic.
They
Ridiculous.
transferred some data, alright.
Nobody
They transferred data. Not the data they were hoping for, but they certainly transferred some data.
Things might have been different.
Whatever whatever point they wanted to get across, they certainly succeeded.
Or failed.
Maybe I didn't need to
But
fight
yeah,
him
no,
after all. I think.
when I saw that clip, I was just kind of horrified. Like, not
Roxas.
like, okay,
Wish I could
not
meet him
for the
too.
whole like, you sex icky. No, more of the like, oh God, there are children watching this with their parents. Oh God.
Yeah, that is. There's a full video of the Zoom bombing. Is on Twitter.
All right.
Ooh.
The most I saw was like a clip of the like actual like them keying like the editor to like put up the transition, and then the video like start, and it was only like a couple frames of the video, and then the clip cut. And I was
Somebody.
just like, okay, yeah, I didn't really want to watch that.
Somebody had their finger on the terminate
Like-
connection button, and somebody has an itchy trigger finger. Either that
Yeah.
or that was some really specific editing.
I don't want to watch that, cause like, fuck, dude, I don't. My brain goes to, oh God, children saw this. Oh God, children saw this.
Yep.
I'm a fool. I spent years studying the workings of the
I'm
heart,
just like, oh.
yet it seems I still haven't learned a thing.
What do you mean?
I'm just wondering what political agenda somebody's trying to push that they went to do that. Either that, or they just were. Either the editor was messing with them, or the troll was really horny about Tifa. And I mean,
I was convinced
¿Por qué no las
that
dos?
the thing can behave the way I had envisioned.
Why
I'm-
not both?
More wrong. A heart
probably.
is so much more than any
But
system.
I mean, to be fair, Tifa's nice. Tifa is very attractive, and I mean, not only that, but she is like one of my personal favorite Final Fantasy characters because she has a special place in my heart because, you know, there's only so many people in the Final Fantasy canon who would, in fact, without a single hesitation or thought, look at Sephiroth and decide, you know what, I'm just gonna give him a right hook. No fancy weapon, no spell, just punch him right in the face.
But once Sora was
Yeah,
an
and
active
quite frankly,
force,
I appreciate her for that.
all my
We
research
stand.
amounted to nothing compared with that one.
I love and
force
respect a girl who can and will throw hands to kick my ass.
I'm ashamed.
All the more proof that hearts cannot be contained by data.
You can ask my
Run,
fiance
my
about
friend.
that.
It's
It
going
is
to
entirely true.
self-destruct, and anything could happen.
What?
Your Majesty.
Sora, the rest is up to
So
you.
while all of this was going on, poor Ansem here, who is currently regretting all of the horrible things that he did to everybody involved, which included, you know,
My
basically
heart is
being
telling me
racist
what
to
I must do. Please allow
all
me
of
to do
nobodies,
what it
including
says.
Roxas. For me, Tifa is like a friend you can have
His
a good
heart's
time with.
decided.
Yeah, Tifa is like a good friend that you go out to like the bar with and just, you know, chat and shoot the shit.
Wondering who would
I agree with you on that.
Or she's the owner of the bar you go to hang out at.
And look, here you all are.
Why not both?
How convenient for me. Ansem the Wise.
But Ansem the Wise here basically did
You look
years upon years of research on the heart and
I deserve as
basically
much
is now trying to blow up
favor
Kingdom
for
their
food
artificial Kingdom Hearts because he feels like
Students
he's
do
the
take
responsible
after
one for
their
all this, and he
teachers.
is.
Only
Aerith
a
is more of the
fool would be
counselor.
your apprentice. After all,
Aerith is either
none
the
of
girl
this would
there who
happen
acts as the
without you.
counselor, or she is the one egging people on because Final Fantasy VII Remake, for as little as I have played of it and have seen of it, Aerith is absolutely there to have a good time and to throw hands.
My disregard brought chaos to more worlds than one. But what were you seeking? You erased me.
I enjoy what they did for Aerith's character in Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I look forward to seeing more of her. I look forward to seeing the whole of the Final Fantasy VII cast.
All that and more. I'm carrying on
Listen,
what you
listen,
yourself began.
listen. As soon as the
I'm
good
creating
boy
a brand new
is allowed
world,
to play.
one heart at a time.
Yuffie's just
I thought
automatic
you praised
jailbait.
me,
Oh my god.
but all you ever
Oh
did
my
was
god.
hold me back.
You're not wrong.
I understand,
Jacob.
though.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Unlike
Yeah.
me, you have a heart, and you're powerless to
Someone might have
control it. Consumed by the
Someone might have,
jealousy you feel
made an
for the
edited
student who
thing of
surpassed you.
black and white
They are
automated
not
sign of Pokemon Black and White's
foolish
automated signboard.
apprentice of a
Yeah.
foolish man. You have surpassed nothing.
And the screen below the signboard is just like a heavily like bit crunched version of the video that goes along with
We
it.
may profess to know the heart, but its essence
And
is
the
beyond
sign.
our reach.
The sign just
Ignorant.
It-
as oblivious as when we began.
it's just the real-time fan dub Eggman speech.
The world you tried to create. In a world of yours would be an empire of ignorance.
I have an announcement to make. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch-ass motherfucker.
We've
Uh,
said enough. Rico,
it's
you know what to do.
Currently something of a
King Mickey, my friend.
private thing, only really for
Farewell.
we don't. There are too few followers on this to really warrant a community Discord.
I have not gotten one set up yet, though. I will. I honestly didn't think any more people would be following tonight specifically, but since you brought that up, I will start getting to work on that as soon as I get off work tomorrow. And the link will be sent on the next stream. Actually, I'll get started on that relatively soon. I really should have had that set up a bit sooner, but I suppose come see, come saw.
Oh, here they come.
Yeah, so since the Kingdom Hearts here was basically an artificial Kingdom Hearts, just of a bunch of hearts just stapled together. When it blew up and all those hearts flew out, they were free hearts for the picking, and now all of them are heartless, my dude.
Riku!
I don't know. They look like friends.
Riku!
Hey buddy, your weird Ansem mode didn't really stick around all that long.
Yeah, he thought it was going to be permanent, and I mean, to be fair.
Ansem did say anything could happen.
Alright.
Riku, you gonna take that off?
There we go. There is the community, like a community server link. I will get that after stream and after I get done with work tomorrow. I will definitely clean it up and make it a lot more nicer looking than what it is right now, because right now it is just the absolute bare bones of a server.
Come on, man.
That is
Why did you try to do so much on your own?
moppy.
You've got friends like us.
I just didn't think anyone would actually ask about that one so soon.
Honestly, I wasn't exactly, I sure as heck wasn't expecting it. But then again, this isn't my channel.
Fair. Riku has...
I'm just the,
Have you forgotten?
dumbass
I'll tell you
who frequently joins in as co-commentator.
Yep. Riku has a playable story in Reach Universe. Yes, he does, and that entire side story is part of the reason why this game was done, because my first set of streams was doing Kingdom Hearts 1 and getting the Platinum Trophy and that. That's what a lot of these streams have been so far, is just collecting the Platinum Trophies.
Come on.
And I've been holding off and doing Reaching of Memories until after 2, because you need to have I believe you need to have a completed 2 save file in order to have access to all of the cards in Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. On a completely unrelated side note, we now have
hey Riku, Are you aware that your shirt might be a little small, my guy?
Is it compatible with the PS2 emulator? That I unfortunately do not know. I think it might be. I really hope it is. Because I believe I've seen it with like the font for the Final Mix English patch. But yeah, no. Welcome. Riku is the final party member, and he has his own unique.
Why is his HP double yours?
Because Riku is the tank of the party. Like, he puts Goofy to shame. Because I want to also do a randomizer speed.
Well, that's just because Goofy is not allowed to have access to his true power in Order of the King. Listen, if he actually was allowed to wield a sword like he could in his Musketeer days, then everything would have been solved like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, randomizer speed. I've seen a bunch of people do a bunch of randomizer speedruns, including like the randomizer bingo that they've been doing in between GDQ speedruns. Those are nutty. And the Gooby and Dolan me. Ah, yes. I couldn't forget even if I tried. Also,
do not speak to me of the ancient texts where I was there when they were written.
Also, I hope you enjoyed that funny.
God, bruh, Riku, Sora, yeah, bruh, he was already basically dead. Why you had to do it to him like that?
Power of animated bullshit, my friend. The power of animated bullshit. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly.
Save point.
I'm actually gonna go back.
I wonder if Riku says anything different now that he's just a guy, rather than a fucky mode.
I don't remember. Because like this is the first time we've actually had to have him as like a proper party member, and God, I'm trying to remember everything myself. He really does forget. Team out lets me play as Clown Kingdom Hearts 3. Huh. I didn't know you could play as Cloud with one of the mods for the PS2 emulator.
There's probably a mod for everything.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm not entirely sure how huge the KH modding community is, but
I don't know how deep it is with 2, but I know. Well, outside of the randomizer, but I know for 3, people have basically hacked like the entire party system so that you can play as basically every character in Kingdom Hearts. Every Keyblade wielder in Kingdom Hearts 3 is there. There is an Ultimate Hero and True Hero Cup mod for Kingdom Hearts 2. This is the first time I'm hearing that.
then again, I don't think either of us really do anything with that sort of thing. Like, we don't... I don't think either of us have really gone too deep in, like, modding stuff, have we?
I really don't too often.
The most I've gone is, like, Skyrim, and 9 times out of 10 with Skyrim, it's just, like, quality of life improvement and shit. Like,
so basically making it play like a different game.
No, making it still play like Skyrim, just more optimized and less bad buggy.
Fair. The Ultimate Hero Cup is basically just a glorified boss rush, Final Fantasy boss rush. Oh, now that sounds interesting.
now my brain's just going to, God, one of these days they'll put a 14 character in this franchise.
One of these days. So,
for context, Final Fantasy 14 is like a game that I play quite a bit.
it is one of his biggest brain worms.
It is one of my biggest brain worms, and honestly, like the majority of my experience with the Final Fantasy franchise, I think it and Bravely Default are the only ones I actively own. So I know the general gist of a lot of games. I just haven't played them myself.
True Hero Cup is just the Hades Paradox Cup, but on steroids. Ooh, that sounds fun and nasty all at the same time, and I would be tempted to give that a shot.
So are you just grinding your form levels right now?
I am currently at least wanting to get in the dodge. Yeah, I'm currently just trying to grind up final form a little bit just to get the next big ability. I mean, the dodge drive is... Oh. Yeah, no, that is mean and something else. But that does sound like it'd be. Now that's putting brain worms in me and wanting me to look into that.
Let's go.
Phrasing, Jacob.
It was never my strong suit. Shut up. All right.
I'm gonna go get some ice cream.
Can you bring some back for me?
I mean, unless you're in Massachusetts.
You saying I can't be?
I'm saying that I'm not driving to Pennsylvania.
Oh.
I've got work in the morning.
I mean, I do too.
And mine's high voltage.
I deal with customers. Also, Team Up lets you play it.
Okay, yeah, no, you've got it worse. You've got it so much worse.
Play as Cloud, Sephiroth, and other Kingdom Hearts characters besides Roxas and. Oh, that would be interesting. Speaking of Sephiroth.
Oh shit! Is it time?
I'm gonna go. I'll give him a shot. Preset files do not work. Huh. You need to do a new game. That is even more interesting.
Now, what do you mean? Where's Sephi?
Yeah, I figured it meant like a fresh file. So, you weren't here during the whole debacle of the 1000 Heartless fight. But at the very...
I mean, I distinctly remember Sephiroth showing up before the Demyx fight.
Yeah. But
and then he just kind of screwed off to who knows where.
Yeah.
With Cloud giving chase.
In a Sega Saturn remake? Now,
wild.
Like, I know there's, like, the biggest remake I've heard of is them putting Bloodborne on PS1, and I'm looking forward to trying that out.
The biggest remake I've heard was them porting like a basic version of Smash to Game Boy.
Yep. Okay. Let me, Is it okay if I link the footage to the demon? Go right ahead, man. Hi, Sephiroth.
What is Cloud doing?
What's up,
Beats me.
bitch?
No, I said Sephiroth, not Kermeroth.
Nah, bitch, Sephi ain't home right now.
Welcome to my hell, folks.
Well, I'm not sure we should tell you.
Welcome to my true hell.
You now face Kermeroth, the one-winged froggy.
I see.
It started as a joke.
So that's a Keyblade.
It's no longer a joke.
And I suppose you
This is
must
just
be
a
the
staple
chosen
bit.
weaver.
So, you remember how ridiculous, or how insane the Sephiroth fight in Kingdom Hearts 1 was, right, buddy?
Show me.
Yeah, I know I got fucking nerfed.
That's enough.
That's just because everyone else was too much of a bitch to handle me at my true strength. Wow, they like
That's enough.
gutted my moveset. What the fuck?
This is also the first phase.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of struggling to figure out what to say with Kermeroth right now. But
You're fine, bro.
for context, a long time ago during the like KH1 dreams,
Nope.
I was basically
Being a goof.
like, I was in a goofy mood, and Jacob just started talking as if he was talking to Sephiroth in the game, and I decided to respond in character. And for some reason, my brain decided, use the Kermit the Frog voice. And from there, everything went to chaos. Everything's turning up green. Not like my health bar, that shit's turning red! Ow!
That's enough.
God.
Hey yo, Nomura, what the fuck? What did you do to me?
Put you in your place, bitch.
Like, yes, he's still kind of kicking your ass, but like, I can tell just by watching that he was kind of gutted.
Yeah. This was also in base Kingdom Hearts 2, the hardest fight in the game. Final Mix fixed that, and then some.
Did they make him harder, or did they just like give a new boss?
Oh, he got power crept to hell and back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I've been seeing. Like, goddamn, dude, like, Sykes had more, like, visual mechanics they had to keep track of.
Syx was also a boss that was included in the base game. So
Yeah, but Syx also looked like he was a fucking menace.
I mean, he is.
Sephiroth just kinda seems like memorize the pattern, counter-attack.
Can you revisit the Sephiroth fight after defeating him in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix? No. You fight him, you beat him once, and that's it. And all you really get out of him is getting a another point into your drive gauge, and you get
What is Cloud?
Fenrir.
That's enough. That's enough.
Can I just say something that I appreciate with KH?
What?
Your little command menu changes with every world. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch. I like it.
Yep. Because in Kingdom Hearts 1 you can revisit this boss fight after playing the platinum set. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we know. I'm pretty sure we capped off that
Yeah.
that game with a rematch with with
Kermora.
Sephi.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, I feel like that was me peaking with Kermoroff there. Considering I had like what 2 or 3 of our friends fucking dying.
Yeah.
While my girlfriend was in the call, looking on, disappointedly.
That's enough.
Not actually, just she. But she was here. She was here. Just kind of used to my stupidity. I don't know how she puts up with me.
But i.e. Also, why is Cloud in Kingdom Hearts 1 not his own boss / cup, i.e. without the Heartless Waste? Honestly, I don't know.
Cause he's a bitch and needs backup. In all seriousness, I have no fucking clue. Like, all intents and purposes, he probably should have been his own goddamn boss fight. And probably should have got power bumped a bit to compensate. But
Given the fact that it's Cloud.
yeah, given the fact that it's Cloud motherfucking Stripe. But
Given what that boy goes through.
yeah. Now I'm actually going to get that ice cream, because I never actually did. I got distracted.
That's enough.
That happens. Come to me. Cloud just needs a big hug from Tifa when he is set. Yeah, he does. I'm gonna give this one more shot, because I'm actually a little more underleveled than I really should be for this fight.
What does Cloud do?
I just wanted to give it a few attempts to see if I could be done, or you know, how well I'm gonna do. Yeah, Cloud has some trauma. That last name of Strife is not just for show. Ow. That Nomura should have never. I mean, it's not bad. I honestly don't mind it. It's interesting for what Nomura has done for the FF7 remake. I'm not saying that, you know, his brand of absolute insanity is a good thing for the Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I've enjoyed what it is so far, and I've enjoyed the fact that, oh god. If I could speak English. I promise it's my first language, but it's not very good. I feel as though it does bring enough to the franchise where it's interesting. Plus Final Fantasy, my favorite characters are Lightning, Kefka, Garland, honestly, that's fair. I know Cam will probably give 37 different individual characters from Final Fantasy XIV as his probably favorite, because, like he said, that's probably the one that he's played the most. For me, I gotta give my favorite character to Zidane. I just enjoy Zidane the most. Yep, that sounds like he's back. Yeah, Kefka's interesting just because, you know, out of most Final Fantasy villains who want to destroy the world, he gets away with it. He does it. He manages to accomplish what Chaos what so many other villains like fail to do, or like only barely. Sephiroth is just Kefka, but bad. It's 50-50. I feel as though, like, generally most people have a choice of, like, if they think Sephiroth is good, they're not the biggest fan of Kefka, and vice versa.
Sora, Riku.
But honestly, it depends on the day for me. But I do see merits for both, because, God, both are interesting enough for keeping things busy.
Be gone from here. Leave these creatures to us.
But there's no way we could take them all.
I will be sending them after Zemlin.
Back.
Perhaps you would
Welcome
rather
back.
fight them
Favorite Final
yourself.
Fantasy character, go.
Tough choice.
Off with you then.
I mean, I already said mine, and that's just Zidane.
Well, if it ain't the boat boy kid.
Time to weigh anchor, Captain Pete.
What, like abandoned ship?
I think I gotta go with Alpha now.
Your Majesty, do not forget, when I've destroyed them all, this castle shall be mine.
Now looky here. Opportunities like this don't come along.
My
every
favorite
day,
Disney
you
villain
know.
in the Kingdom Hearts series is Jafar because of his interactions and his motives. I'd have to say for just like the one-off villains, you know, I have to agree with you, man. Jafar, also just because it's Jafar,
They're doing what their
he just has that personality. Reoccurring, easily Maleficent. Just because she got that staying power, yo. I'm saying that ironically, but you know, Maleficent has a ton of staying power, and she just, most scenes that she shows up in, she's going to absolutely dominate.
Like Kingdom Hearts.
Now, unfortunately, folks, I gotta head out. So,
That is fair.
enjoy.
All
Thank you for joining me, man.
Warriors of the
Not a problem.
Keyblade,
Oh, it's a pleasure.
go forth
And I'll see y'all later.
and bring me more
Have fun.
hearts.
If they bring back Agrabah, that is one thing that I am absolutely hoping for, that if they do bring Agrabah back in any regards in a future Kingdom Hearts game, that we get the Aladdin 3 villain. I think it would be interesting.
Made of light and darkness. You can't have one without the other, because darkness is half of everything.
And, you know, as much as I vividly do not like the idea of having to deal with it, I would like the idea of
Then allow me another
either
question.
him or Aladdin's dad.
You
Yeah,
accept darkness
having Aladdin's
and
dad
choose
come
to
in
live
would
in
be
the
interesting,
light.
and
So why is it that
you know, maybe make
us
Sora
and
think about his
teeter
mom,
on
who
the
he
edge of
hasn't seen in
nothing?
canonically about
We
2
turned
years by the
away
time he'll
by both light
probably show up
and dark,
at the end of like Kingdom Hearts 17.
never given a choice.
That's simple.
At the rate that it's going for him to get back home and actually be home.
That may be. However, what other choice
But
might we have had?
I will have to say that if we have to get any more returning worlds from older games to show up in, I wouldn't mind Atlantica again if we had it so that we were dealing
You
with
don't miss a thing.
The Little Mermaid 2, and instead of being underwater, we were on dry land.
No matter what misery befalls the
And please, for the love of God, no more musicals.
no matter what you think, what you feel,
I hate the musical section of Atlantica in this whole game, which is basically Atlantica in its entirety, and I vividly, absolutely hate the shoehorned in Frozen musical bits in Kingdom Hearts 3. I feel as though those just don't need to be there at all. And well, beyond that, right now we're doing Zemnis 1.
come closer.
Honestly, yeah, I would graciously take some more Final Fantasy cameos. Kefka would be an absolutely freaking wild fight. And Lightning and Sarah for some interactions. Honestly, yeah. Oh god, a Kingdom Hearts Dancing Mad remix would be bonkers. There we go. Also, Kefka interacting with Sora would be interesting since Kefka is like handsome, but yeah, that you're not wrong on that. That would be a interesting case where it's just sort of Sora dealing with a character who legitimately has no remorse and he's just going all out with whatever he thinks he wants to do. That would absolutely be interesting. I think having Jecht from Final Fantasy X as well be a possible, you know, interaction for a future Final Fantasy cameo.
Where's Zemnis?
If only for the fact of Sora getting to meet, like, Tidus's father in
Hearts. It It seems we must begin
like outside of Destiny Islands, because you know we do see Tidus. He is in Final Fantasy.
I will give to you as many hearts as it takes. Mark my words. You can no more be complete without me than I without
Cecil and
you. Heed me, King.
God, I'm blanking on his brother's name, but Cecil and his brother from Final Fantasy IV would also be another interesting pair of characters for him to interact with.
The power to
Is it
erase
Garland?
the
I think it's Garland.
fools that hinder us.
But yeah, no, seeing,
Hearts quivering with hatred.
especially if like going back to the whole having Kefka be an optional boss fight. If they decide to go all out with, you know, his different like forms and like transformations that you get throughout his big climactic final fight, that would be an absolute wild ride, and I would love that.
That fool Ansem said the heart's true nature was beyond his understanding. But it's not beyond mine. Hearts are the source of all power.
The only other Final Fantasy characters that I can think of is possibly having Terra or some other Final Fantasy VI character show up, because I feel as though 6 doesn't get enough love. I think 6 needs a bit more love. 2 things. One is ability to be
What's going on?
ladder where you
Kingdom Hearts.
Let's go. Xemnas must be inside.
Oh yeah, no, just
The worlds gave us this doorway. They
an
want
absolute
us,
mental
guardians
like
of their destiny.
shitstorm for Sora to have to deal with,
Once we
and
go through,
possibly
there's no
even
turning
like
back. It's victory,
kind of
oblivion.
fuck with the player in a sense.
So Sora, are you ready?
Possibly like shift around the command menu a bit. That would be an absolutely interesting time. And unfortunately, as much as I hate doing this right before big final fight, but I'm getting tired and I have to get ready for work in the morning myself. So I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna leave it off here. Thank you all for tuning in. The next stream, the next scheduled stream anyway, there might be a surprise stream between then and now, but the next scheduled stream is going to be on Tuesday around, it is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I usually start at, so around that time. But for right now, I'm going to call it quits for the night. Yeah, I already saved. But thank you all for watching, and I will get that server up and going a little bit sooner. I'm gonna take a look at those demake videos because I am ever so curious as to that, and I'm going to get a bit more things set up for the next stream. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic night. Take care.